No, that's a great price, $16.95.
That's a really good price.
Because I said £30.20, didn't I, at the beginning? £30.20. So great, great value. Because Teflon as well, it isn't cheap.
But you know, that's a really good quality Teflon. It's very...
Hello and welcome to Jewellery Maker. It's lovely to have your company. I'm Vicki, going to be with you for the next 4 hours, and what a 4 hours it is going to be. It's going to be full of opportunity, it's going to be full of Christmas cheer, and in particular it's going to be full of creativity, because we have a lady who is renowned for her creative vibes, and my goodness me, she isn't letting us down today. She's got some absolute blinders for you today. It's the gorgeous Linda.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Morning. Yeah, I'm really good, thank you very much.
It's quite funny because this morning when you came in, she said, do you ever wake up and you're feeling just a little bit foggy? And we all looked and went, that's because it's very foggy outside. And Linda went, that's all right then.
Absolutely.
That's how sharp we are today. We have lots and lots of lovely things to look forward to today, from amazing deals on chain to fantastic treats on refindings. And of course, we wouldn't let you down with our genuine gemstones. We've got plenty more deals, and even more deals on some fantastic gemstones. And the kits today, absolutely fabulous. No exaggeration required. Absolutely fabulous offers. And I mean, just to drop in, one of the kits today, we're talking Russian diopside. Just putting out there, in a kit, Russian diopside. That just gives you some kind of identity of how good the show is going to be, especially when you've got kits like that coming your way. We've got plenty of Christmas ideas, and of course, you may or may not know, but it's a very special day today. Do you know what day it is? It's the 11th of the 12th of the 13th today. Now, this is not going to happen for another 90 years. 90 years. So fingers crossed we'll all be around to see that 90 years.
Gosh.
Especially Linda. We know Linda's just going to be around forever. The thing is that we may as well celebrate here on Jewellery Maker, because in 90 years time, who knows where we're going to be? So why not celebrate today? So we have got some special treats, the 11, the 12 and the 13 treats. Ooh, interesting. So that's all to look forward to today. Thank you so much. We even have a slide. We even have a slide for you because we're that on it. If you want to join us today, of course, don't forget you've got 2 ways to do so. We've got a phone number to dial. It's a free phone number. Or you can join us on the web at JewelleryMaker.com, where we've not just got great ways of being able to actually buy from us, but also lots of ways to be inspired by us. We have fantastic tutorials and lots more going on. And you can leave your comments as well, Christmas comments and anything like that. You can leave them on the web at the moment. So lots of treats today, and starting off with our early bird, as we always do. And the early bird, well, it has to be, in my opinion, it has to be one of the best deals of the day. It has to be one of those treats where, quite simply, you'll watch and you go, oh, now that's where the beginning, this is going to be a good show. And that is exactly what I've got for you now. One of our brand new lots of your beading thread, only launched a couple of days, no, 5 days ago. Was with me, so when was that? The 6th. So, okay, 5 days ago, with myself, launched, and now down to last of stock. We have got this treat for you. We have got a lot of opportunities to make sure that once you get started into jewellery making, you've got all the essentials. It's not just about getting the wow factor of carved gemstones. It's not just about getting sterling silver. It's about getting the foundations of quality, and that includes the likes of mechanics of beading thread, which become not just an essential, but also a feature if you get something like the Beading Thread DVD with Gemma Crow. She creates beading thread and makes it into much more sculptural aspects to your jewellery. So lots of potential in this one block of colours. And as you can see, it is a block of colour. It's all about the autumn shades. You've got your bronzers, you've got your golds, you've got your greens, you've got those glorious russet tones. We're going for the glistening, shimmering qualities of almost winter's day with your silvers and your whites, and you get them all 500 metres, so that's 50 metres of each, 500 metres of your multicoloured beading thread on one deal offer. It is 10 spools in total, 10 different offers that we could have put. I mean, we could have just done them as separate entities altogether. That's what we could have done, but we like to make a stacker, a tower of colour, and you've got a great tower of an opportunity right now. We are bringing you all of those. Ooh, lovely close-up. Oh, Mike's on it like a car bonnet, aren't you, Mike? Oh, he's there. Mike on camera too, definitely having the action. Loving it. Yes, this is a bit of a special deal, and if you like that kind of action like our Mike's just given you, let's find out what kind of action our Kim, my producer, is up to with her pricing. She says it's got to be low. It's got to be... Dun, dun, dun. £7.95 is all you pay for a full tower, 500 metres of beading thread. When you consider the neckline pieces that the likes of Gemma created in her beading thread DVD, she only used maybe 4 or 5 metres in one design. I mean, that's a lot of jewellery. That's potentially 100 pieces of jewellery you could be making. That's not just mechanical, you know, it's not just an aspect where you're beading gemstones onto the thread. Actually, they become much more of a feature. It becomes much more of a focal point to your jewellery, and you could be making 100 of those. It's impossible to think of anything other than a great deal, a great opportunity. £7.95. And beading thread, it is a mechanic, isn't it, Linda? But actually, it can, and we've seen that it can be so much more these days.
Absolutely. You know me, with findings and things, I'm a great believer in using the things that are the mechanical part of jewellery making, but using them as a centre stage as well.
Absolutely.
And I think beading thread shouts that, doesn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
totally. And I think one of the nicest things is that we now identify that and give the colours and give the quality to the beading thread that it deserves. You know, you really have got something special with those beautiful
Definitely.
qualities.
Yeah, I was upstairs when these came in, and Hannah Oxbury was really excited when she saw them. And I think it's the colour blasts, isn't it? And they are so gem orientated, those colours, aren't they? We've got so many gemstones in those colours that that background of using your mechanics, your beading thread, into sort of a framework and then adding your gemstones onto it is going to be stunning.
And I think one of the things is that you can really add contrast. I've got this amazing green strand coming up, and then one of the things I look at it is that we've got lots of green colour, but in many ways that might be the obvious way to go, but with the quality of the beading thread, and I've learned this, you know, from working here for a while, and for anybody who's watching, I'm definitely not somebody who would be classified as creative or naturally inclined to be creative, and so I've had to really learn from the likes of Linda what to do and how to work with jewellery, and I'm certainly not a jewellery maker by any stretch of the imagination, but I have learned that instead of going for the obvious, so instead of going for matching the green with the green, as I would probably have a tendency to do, which is nothing wrong with doing that, because of course with jewellery making there is no right and there is no wrong. The facts are is that every piece of jewellery is exactly that, it's your own masterpiece, so there is no right and wrong. So I would have probably in the past done this, but I've learnt along the way that actually sometimes the finest jewellery is all about the contrast. I mean, look how gorgeously Christmassy that is. How fantastic. And of course the good thing is that we can guarantee you Christmas delivery. We're still guaranteeing Christmas delivery. So if you want that Christmas strand and you want this amazing thread, well, you can still get it for Christmas. Still guaranteeing that. And of course over Christmas and into that lull of just before New Year, you'll have the time to sit back. You might be thinking to yourself, I have no time to make jewellery right now, Vix. I'm way too busy. Well, I appreciate that. But if you think about that little lull between Christmas and New Year, why not get everything, have it sat there ready to make jewellery straight after Christmas? Because there is that, like, you know, after Boxing Day, there's 3 or 4 days where if you've got a little bit of time, you're like, well, why not doing it? Now then, you know how I said we're going to celebrate the 11th of the 12th of the 13th? We're going to go one step further. We're about to do, ready? Look at the clock. Just look at the clock. 9 o'clock, but it's actually 10 past 9. So it's going to be 9, 10, 11. Oh, look at us. Exactly on time. Boom, boom, boom. It's 10 past 9, so it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, some people accuse us of being shoddy here at Jewellery Maker. I will have them. No, 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 no. We're on form. We are about to bring you a very special deal. Now then, when you see the 11, 12, 13, it's because we are going to guarantee that the thing that you're about to buy is either going to be £11 flat price, £12 flat price, or £13 flat price. Which one's this going to be? We have got for you a fantastic treat. And as I say, 10 past 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's fine work there, Kim. Fine work. She's good. She's good, I tell you. I don't know why she's working with me, because I'm sure I'm dragging her down. But she's good. You're not meant to agree with me. You're not meant to agree. That's your time to then go, no, no, Vicki, you make me as good as I am. She said she likes to make sure that she's honest. It's a harsh world I live in, a very harsh world. We are bringing you 200 sterling silver crimp beads. Now this has got to be 13. This has got to be a 13-pounder, because sterling silver is, of course, the instant you say sterling silver, it adds a luxury, it adds a kudos to your jewellery. We're going to bring it, we're going to give you yellow and rose gold option. That's nice. Oh, I like that mix. Okay, so you're going to get a mix of your yellow and your rose gold. So, Kim, can you just quantify exactly how many you're getting of each of the golds? Because I want to make sure that I say, to my thinking, you are getting 50 of... Yep, that's right. 50 of the rose gold, which are these ones here. Thanks, Mike. And then you're getting 150 of the yellow. Now, these are, of course, the gold plating. So you've got your rose gold plating and you've got your yellow gold plating. 150 of the yellow gold and 50 of the rose gold. All together, that makes 200 essentials. And we've just heard Linda say, you know, one of the nicest things about jewellery making is taking something of a mechanic to making jewellery and making it a feature, making it so much more of a focal point. And the quality of sterling silver that you're getting here with those gold finishings is going to add that luxury edge. I mean, these could be fantastic spacer beads, absolutely fabulous spacer beads. So why not use them as an essential, or alternatively use them as a spacer bead, or use them as a luxury to add that final finesse to your jewellery. You've got the chance to do that because you've got plenty to go around. That's 200 crimp beads. Now, of course, we are in the moment where it's either 11, 12 or 13 pounds. How low can we go? Let's find out with our Kim. Wow, that's the way to do it. £12 flat price today. It's 200 crimp beads for a flat price of £12. It's the way we're doing it today. It's just the way we're rocking and rolling. It was 10 past 9 when we started this offer, so that means 9, 10, 11th of the 12th, 2013. Oh, sleek. We're celebrating by giving you plenty of deals today where it's either going to be 11, 12 or 13 pounds. Today, with this amazing 200 crimp beads, we're looking at just £12 flat price tag. If you do want to join us, 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. You can join us on the web at JewelleryMaker.com if you prefer. Of course, one postage and packing for the whole day of just £2.95, and you can add as many times as you like. So if you got the bead beading thread, you're now just building up upon that beading thread. You've paid your post and packaging, and I always have to highlight the fact, because not many people believe us when they first tune in, it doesn't matter what size the package that you get ended up sending. Now, whether it's a case of us packing this in, and maybe we're going to pack in all of the chain, and then we're going to add in loads of findings and gemstones, it doesn't matter how big or how heavy your package is when we're sending it to you. One postage and packing, it is not it's not weight or size applicable in terms of pricing. It's $2.95 flat price. Not easy to say. We have got for you plenty of deals which are going to give you the chance to keep on adding. Of course, we're not just live till 1 o'clock today. We have our fantastic guest designer showcase from 1 till 5. And then tonight's late show, 5 till 9. It's going to be busy, busy, busy tonight, because I know there's some very big miss it, miss out show offers. And that's tonight from 5 o'clock. Of course, you can access that on Freeview now on Channel 50. So I'd love to have your company. Oh, no? Oh, is it just online now? Oh, beg your pardon. I'll take that back. I do beg your pardon. We'll get that clarified. Sorry about that. £12 is all you're paying for this 200 crimp bead offer. You've got your gold-plated, which is 150 of the gold-plated, and then you have 50 of your rose gold-plated as well. Altogether, one price tag. Fabulous deal. Fabulous. Now then, we have got lots of treats still to look forward to, and one of the biggest treats is the lovely Linda's with us today. I know. I'm just buttering her up.
You are buttering her up, aren't you?
It's nice to keep her on my side, I tell you what. It doesn't make any difference. She's still horrible to us, but, you know, not really. Now, Linda,
yes,
challenge today, we're giving you a kit.
So I believe.
So we're not just going to give you, you know, a couple of strands and leave you to it. We're giving you a whole kit, and that kit is including sterling silver as well.
I've had a little bit of an insight into it, and it's stunning.
Isn't it? The nicest thing about it, for me, is that it really reminds me of being fresh and light, and there's a real feminine flair to it. I'm not going to give you the chance to own this, and I will just highlight this. I'm not going to give you the chance to own this until the end of the show, so around about maybe 12 o'clock, that I'll give you the chance to own this. But I think when you see it, you'll definitely be prepared for it. You'll definitely like the look of it, because this is a collaboration that is just made for feminine jewellery. Absolutely exquisite. You have these breathtaking drops, and they're faceted briolets, I'd call them really, faceted drops of your amethyst. And if I just profile one of those, I mean, that is a solitaire on its own behalf, isn't it? That is if I just pop it on the hand and just show you that as a centerpiece for a ring. I mean, that just there, a little bit of wire maybe, and that really would be a fabulous finish. And how many are you getting in one strand? The answer is a lot. So that's just the beginning. And I did say it was, for me, all about feminine flair, where you've definitely got that femininity sitting alongside your amethyst with your rose quartz. And on top of that, adding to that delicate quality to the tonal beauty of this combination, you have your aquamarine as well. So 3 feature strands, 3 very collectible gemstones, highly sought after gemstones in the jewellery making business, and here we are bringing them together. We're also going to give you sterling silver, which includes of course that gorgeous heart-shaped chain which everybody is just adoring at the moment, and beading threads of monofilament and elastic to top it all off. So that's everything within the one kit. And I guess in some ways, Linda, because of the shapes of these, they're all drops, I guess in some ways there's a feel of cascading jewellery maybe, or yes, charm jewellery.
Yeah, you've actually put exactly what this kit is offering you are 3 strands of top drilled gemstone. So immediately I saw it, I did go and ask him if she'd allow me to use some wire, and she said she would, because I had a design popped into my head straight away. So I'm going to use some wire, but that's all. It just lends itself to sort of cascades of curved drops, quite randomly along a neckline piece, and then the next piece probably is a beautiful tassel. I would have thought. It's very vintage looking. It's very...
I was just about to say that.
Very dare I say, Downton. Very sort of early, perhaps 20th century jewellery.
Yeah, it just says to me the Gatsby, you know, great
Yeah.
Gatsby's flair, you know, that the fluidity of the feminine
Yes.
feminine clothing in particular, you know, the silks and the satins, so when people moved, the material continued
it's
to
a
flare.
very sophisticated collection, this is.
I think so,
Very
definitely,
much so.
especially with the colour match.
Yeah.
I do think there's that real sense of mixing and matching the colour tones is going to be very easy in many ways,
Oh,
isn't
most
it?
definitely.
Very
most
easy.
Definitely. And this is one of those kits where you really are quite excited to see what the end result's going to be, and I'm never too sure of what a piece is going to be until I start working with the gemstone. But it's quite exciting to see what happens.
I'm just mixing and matching as you're talking, because I was just
Absolutely
thinking, you know,
beautiful, isn't it? Yeah.
when you start to see the purples and the pinks, you go, yeah, and then you see the pinks with the blues, you go, yeah, you know, and I'll put the blues and the purples, yeah, it's just going to be,
Yeah.
it's just going to be.
I mean, I'm going to try
dramatic.
and challenge myself in as much. I'm going to try and make. You see, I'm pushed to make sort of these vintage-looking pieces. That's what's sort of being pushed inside me at the minute. But then I'm going to challenge myself to try and make something a little bit more, perhaps contemporary,
Wow.
with a nod to vintage,
Okay.
if I can think of something.
You can
Then
do
hold your
it.
breath.
You can do it. I believe in you. Just like I believe in Santa.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We have plenty more treats, and of course we'll come back to Linda's kit at the end of the show, so that's going to be, as I say, from around about 12 o'clock. So if you do like the look of that kit, then we have got the chance for you to own it, and of course you to create your own vintage or contemporary style jewellery, and be inspired by Linda's creativity as well. So keep watching for that, and that's, as I say, that's coming your way at around about 12 o'clock. Before that though, I've got my presenter pick coming your way. Oh, boy, have I found you a cracker. I tell you what, I've done well here, mind Mike. I have done very, very well. I dare say, I know, I'm not bigging myself up or anything, but I've done really well. You know, sometimes it's easier just to put it out there rather than be, you know, all humble crumble, you know what I mean? I'm saying I've done well today because I have sourced you. Oh man, it's good. How about this? Matching chain with findings. Like it? So you're going to get chain and findings together in one deal. So you're going to get the matching gold with the gold findings and the matching silver with the silver findings. See what we did there? Oh. It's coming up midday today, again around the same time as we launch our fantastic kit. We'll be then doing that. But before that, talk about that. Have you noticed my lovely neckline? Ah, yes. This is one of the funky pieces of jewellery that Linda's made from the first kit today. And I think you'll agree how easy it is to wear jewellery like this, and how simple the feature is in terms of just works, doesn't it? And it's a very simple top like this. Actually, I needed something to just give it a bit of a focal point, and this is ideal. And the kit itself, this is probably one of the most subdued of the actual kits, the jewellery that you've made, really, isn't it? This neckline piece. The rest of it, well, it's called Rainbow Sunday, and when you see it, you'll understand why. Because I guess the inspiration, the centrepiece, the focal point, are these amazing elongated coins, would we call them ovals, of exquisite colour. I mean, look at those. Ka-ching! I mean, that is what you're talking about. Rainbow pyrite. The flat ovals are 16 by 12. And if I just keep on moving them over and over in my hands, turquoises, greens, pinks and purples, golden hues, all together sitting into this one single strand. And I mean, again, I'm just looking and thinking potential just single stone rings. I mean, that would look really funky, wouldn't it, on a night out? Just, you know, very simple, very easy wear jewellery, but the kind of jewellery that would get people to talking about your jewellery because it's something so different. It's something that they won't see very often. And because it has so many different shades of colour on it, I mean, it could actually make 3 or 4 rings. And you'll see different, maybe the pinks would be rather funky to have. you know, whatever the look is, whatever your outfit, this is the kind of a strand that will just adapt itself thanks to its amazing rainbow quality. So you have this really, really strong look from the first strand of 4. Yes, this is a 4-strand kit. We're adding in some bubblegum pinks. Yes, definitely got that pop of colour from this lovely, very simple strand of rounds. But actually, I know there's a lot of people who are requesting at the moment for us to just make sure we're keeping with our simple rounds, because actually the simplicity of a round means that it's incredibly adaptable for your jewellery making, whether you're doing things like threading, whether you're doing things like your beady beads, any of those kind of essential impact creations to your jewellery making. Rounds really do lend themselves. So you've got there your bubblegum pink coated quartz, and the plain rounds, these are your 7mm, and we're sticking with the rounds with your blues and your canary yellows with your colour quartz and also your shell. So you've got those looks just dazzling through, and when you put it all together, well, that is a seriously funky flair that you are getting to your jewellery, isn't it? That's a real wow of impact, and that's what we all want from our jewellery, especially I think coming into the festive period where you want to have jewellery that not everybody's got, and you want to, you know, maybe just have something that people will remember. This is the kind of colouring that I think you want to be working with. It's always nice when you're on a night out, and then I was actually, I did a little bit of socialising yesterday evening, but not for long, because obviously I had to be up at 4 o'clock this morning. So I went out and I came straight back again. I was a really good girl. I didn't even stay out and dance longer than I really wanted to stay out and dance last night, but actually, no, I was a good lass, and I had my meal and I had a tiny boogie for about 20 minutes, and I was like, nope, time to go to bed. But it's really nice when you're on an evening out. I always like giving compliments because I always think I love receiving them. So it's nice for people to go, oh, I love that outfit, or gosh, that's gorgeous jewellery, you're looking great, or your hair looks lovely. Anything like that, because genuinely, I always treat people as you want to be treated yourself, and when somebody gives me the compliment, it does make me feel a bit better about myself. You know, I don't always feel, you know, like, oh, I want to be here and go, oh, look at me. Actually, sometimes it's nice to have that compliment. And with your jewellery, you probably get more and more compliments when you're making your own, because actually you've got something different to talk about. People, oh, I've not seen that piece of jewellery before. Oh, that's a little bit different. Where did you get that from? It creates conversation. And if you're making jewellery with this kind of colour combination, we're definitely talking about colours and impact that will get you noticed. We'll have that compliment rolling off other people's tongues. Wow, look at those colours, that's beautiful. I've never seen that kind of gem before. Where did you get that from? You made it. Oh, that's exceptional. You know, that's the kind of conversations I think you're going to have. The compliments really are going to be rather exciting to receive when you're working with this kind of combination of gemstones. But it's not all you're getting with this kit, and this is when this kit takes a twist, because let me show you another piece of jewellery that Linda has made. From the simple drop that I've got on, she's also made this. Yes, Sutache comes alongside this kit, so you will get the Sutache cords in the green, the pinks and the blues to match alongside. Now that is an amazing result that Linda has achieved thanks to the ingredients of this kit. I mean, you can see here, perfect. Now this kit is called Rainbow Sunday. That is just a pure rainbow Sunday look, isn't it? That is just a fabulous combination. And Linda, when you got this kit and you got the Sutache cord, is it the kind of, because obviously you've got those lovely coins as well, you've got the ovals, this is the thing that you could instantly, you know, get your teeth into?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I've wanted for a while to do a Sutache piece within a kit, and to continue the Sutache going up along the neckline. But what Sutache gives me is my sort of yearning for asymmetry. It's a natural thing that I really find I can't help but do, and that's what Sutache gives me. It gives me that sort of connection with this asymmetry along lots of coils and things. So there's lots of mixing and matching, and you can't go wrong with it. There's nothing that you can do that won't look anything but just right.
And so you're going to get 3 cords. and they're all the same gauge, and it's the blue, the pink and the green, and I really love that colour mix. You get 3 yards on each colour, 3 yards in total, and I think that works out at, oh, let me see if I know the answer to this. What is 3 yards? I'm rubbish at things like that. I think it's something like 2.5 metres, but I think that I'm wrong. Or 2.8. Somebody taught me yesterday, about 3 or 4 days ago, somebody was telling me the conversion of yards into metres, and now I can't remember.
A metre's 4 inches more than a yard. A metre's 40 inches, well, almost 40 inches, and a yard's 36 inches. So basically, you're going to be 4, 8, 12. You're going to be a foot, which is, see, I'm going to put that into metric now, off of 3 metres. So you're 12 inches off 3 metres, that's mixing your imperials and your metrics together. So 12 inches, if you can work that into centimetres, you can work out exactly what you've got.
Linda, have you actually spoken any English in that past sentence?
I'm not sure, actually. I was listening to myself and I was thinking, are you going to get yourself lost in a minute?
I was going to say, that was like some kind of maze of words that included things that I think I understood, but just that I had nowhere. I thought it was like David Bowie taking me into the labyrinth. I didn't know where you were taking us there.
Well, an inch is 2.5 centimetres.
All right, stop, stop. Kim, give us a definitive. Just over 8 metres you're going to get. 8.2-ish, she says. I don't think we've clarified exactly what a metre is to a yard, but we're not even going to go there. Don't get Linda started again. Cut a mic. We have got for you the 3 lots. So you've got your blue, your pink and your green in your Sutache. We're adding to that as well. You've got your beading thread, your monofilament and your elastic. And to finish it all off, we're going to give you 98 pieces of your antique bronze findings. That includes, of course, essentials like head pins and crimp beads, and also you're also going to get chain, you're going to get extender cord ends, you're going to get things like your toggle clasps and your jump rings. All of those are coming as part of this kit. So for those of you watching for the first time and you've not been introduced to our kits before, we literally do all the hard work for you. We bring every ingredient you need. It's a bit like going to the shops and having to buy everything to make a cake. You know, you have to go for the flour, and then you have to go to the next aisle, you have to get the sugar, and then you go to the next aisle to find the eggs. And in fact, what we've done is we've gone down all of the aisles to make all of this kind of jewellery, and we've done the hard work for you. It's a bit like, you know, when you go online. Have you ever shopped online with the supermarket?
Yeah.
I've not done that yet. I've not done that yet. I've not been audacious enough to do that. You're lucky that I know how to turn a computer on. So me actually ordering food on a computer, it's not happening yet. All I'm saying is that we've done the shopping for you. We've brought everything together for you to get started into jewellery making. Whether you want to try Sutache straight away, or whether you want to just go straight for just the simple beadings and using chain and creating looks like this neckline piece that I've got on. 2 totally different looks achieved from one kit. That's the exciting thing. Again, going back to the cake reference with all those ingredients, you know, you can make a lovely Victoria sponge cake, but with exactly the same ingredients, you can make a lovely short crust biscuit. So it doesn't matter what ingredients you're working with, it's actually what you do with those ingredients to then give you the resulting jewellery. And that's the exciting part about jewellery making. And you've got a lot of ingredients here to get a lot of good looking jewellery, however you want to go along. Sutache or no Sutache, findings or threads, you name it, you've got it on this one. You should be paying £40 and 40 pence on this fantastic kit. Should be £40 and 40 pence. Now, we should have been launching the price tag on this kit at £24 and 95 pence. But we're not. £40 and 40 pence. What we want to do is half that price. So you've got your £40 and 40 pence. We want to go to £20 and 20 pence or less. £20 or 20 pence. Oh! know the answer's or less, and it is a Jewellery Maker or less. We don't just like to squeeze that pound or penny out. We like to squeeze as hard as we can. £18.95. Look, we've got pliers to squeeze with. We can squeeze seriously hard on our prices. £19.95. That's why we can all... Oh no, £18. See, the £19 feels more comfortable with me, but 18, well, that's just even better. You've got your Sutache, you've got 4 strands of genuine gemstones, all of your threads, plus of course your 98 findings, all together for £18.95. That's a lot of jewellery to create it. And of course, you've done the Sutache for us, but in many ways that's just one aspect, and we don't want to put people off because they don't do Sutache from this kit, because actually it's the exact opposite. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that the interesting thing is that even if you didn't have the Sutache cord, you'd still get the most exceptional jewellery results, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and the Pyrite, I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think the Pyrite strand is a unique to this kit. We have had this Pyrite, rainbow Pyrite, on before, but in different shapes. I think this particular one...
Yeah, I've never seen it in the ovals.
It's unique to the kit.
Oh, is it brand new?
Yes.
Ah,
so it hasn't
Kim,
been,
can you just get confirmation on that? Because if that's the case, I didn't want to say it because I was thinking, I've never seen this. I've not seen this strand before. I've never seen the Pyrite before. It is a brand new strand.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it was when I put it into the kit, I know that, and I haven't seen it on air since.
No, me neither.
I think I snaffled most of it.
Did you now?
I think so.
And when you work with it, you can, as you say, you know, you've got loads of different ways of working with it. You can you can use maybe just 2 or 3 like this, or alternatively you can really create almost like a patchwork of colours with a neckline like that. And I mean, 2 totally different results in jewellery from exactly the same ingredients. That's what I want to keep on saying to people. It doesn't matter what you're getting in terms of kits and ingredients, your resulting jewellery will be different. You know, you could put 20 people into a room and give them the same ingredients and they'll certainly not come up with the same thing.
Absolutely, without a doubt. I mean, you go into if you pop your head around any of the workshops that we run here, and you'll see exactly that they've all got exactly the same components to work with, but every single person will make not just a variation on a theme, they'll make something completely different.
I know, I find that delightful.
So
That is so exciting.
So do I.
And this is what I mean by having that talking point piece of jewellery on those evenings out when you want to feel glamorous, you want to feel great, you know, you want to have something that is different. And your jewellery can be that. You know, you can wear the simplest of outfit, but your jewellery could be the thing that makes you stand out. And I think this is the kind of jewellery that could do that, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, don't be put off by the fact that if you're not really going to be that interested in Sutache. And I am running the first workshop on January the 9th.
Are you?
Yes, here. Ooh. And then hopefully it'll be once a month and we'll grow with Sutache, as it were. But don't be put off, because the Sutache cord you can use in exactly the same way with other mediums, kumihimo, macrame, just as a simple strand, neckline piece with a pendant. So, you know, don't be put off and think, oh, I've got that Sutache cord, so consequently, oh, I'm not too sure about that. But you can use that in every other medium as well. Crochet, I've crocheted with it, it looks stunning. Textile jewellery is huge, so, you know, just start using it, and I think you'll probably come into the realms of Sutache once you feel the textile.
Now you're going to show us.
I'm going to show this in a minute, because time restraints, unfortunately, on Sutache are huge. I mean, it isn't a quick fix. It's something that that you need to spend some time on, and you'll enjoy it by spending that time. You won't enjoy it if you have to rush it. You just won't.
And we have we obviously got a.
Yeah, there's YouTube clips and this, that, and the other. And I mean, anybody who's even just treading water at the minute, or just dabbling their feet with Sutache, you can, I mean, I look at the most complex pieces of Sutache online, and I can reason how they're worked. So as I say, don't be put off. You can do a running stitch, you can do Sutache. So just have a look, see what you think, and come along on the 9th of January, and I'd love to welcome you here.
If you do want to join Linda on the workshop, then of course just do speak to our call centre on the free phone number at the bottom of the screen, and they'll happily put through. We've got a little comment there. That's Mary and Robert from North Carolina. Oh, how exciting. Wow. Much larger than I was expecting, but beautiful and very chic. About the Pyrite. Now then, I think one of the nicest things about pyrite is that it does have this amazing, whether it's the larger or the smaller, to capture the attention because of its metallic finish.
Absolutely.
Whether it's coated or not.
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, this is a huge gemstone pyrite. I did a little article on gemstone in our hub magazine for December. They asked me to do my 4 favourite Christmas gemstones, and pyrite was one of the 4. Simply because it's such a great metallic gemstone and it works so well in festive pieces.
Yeah, definitely.
And it just adds that metallic look that is actually gemstone and not metal.
Absolutely.
You know, so right, the front part of the necklace here by Vic's is worked. The whole thing is worked with one piece of beading thread. So take a length of beading thread, probably 1 metre. 40 inches in brackets. And just thread on 5, okay? Just thread on 5 of the pyrite. And then take...
I just need to move the board if that's all right.
Yeah,
sure.
sure.
There we go.
Thread on 5, okay, and centre them up on the beading thread. And then take one side of the beading thread round and pass that back through the hole in the first pyrite that you threaded on and draw together. Now, the thing about the pyrite as well is, by the nature of the shape of the gemstone and being pyrite, the guy that sort of finishes this gemstone and cuts it, I mean, you know more about this than I would, but it's just by working with gemstone you get to learn stuff by working with it all the time. The holes are sizable, so you can be looking to, you know, macrame with this as well, because the holes are nice and big, and you can probably get the beading thread through 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm working in one go. So we've joined it up now. That's the centre part of the front part of the neckline. And then on one side, it's very, very simple. Once it's done, you'll think, well, that is really simple. But sometimes simple things, you look at them and
I always like to have the simple things.
So now we're threading on 3, okay, just onto the one side. So we take that up there. As you can see, that naturally now is going to start, that's going to start to work its way into sort of a slight curve. And then take the end of that thread and then through the gemstone here, the pyrite here, okay, just pop that through the one. So that is from this top one where both threads are coming through, the next one on its left or on its right, pop the beading thread through, let it exit all the way through, and then slide the gemstones around so that you don't compromise the beading thread, because the beading thread is stainless steel and it will kink beautifully if that's what you want it to do. It will kink beautifully. But if you don't want it to do that, it more than likely will do. So just slide the beads around the beading thread rather than tug at it. And then the piece that you've just threaded through, this one here, then take that one, and this is where I can show you that it's going to go through a few times. Take that one through the top of the first one that you threaded on. You're actually starting to get, Vicki was talking about the beading thread that you had on the early bird, that you can use it for pattern and for structure. Well, you can see now that there is, if the camera doesn't pick it up, you can actually sort of see a nice curve and a straight coming through. So it's complementing the look.
Yeah, definitely.
If I just, it's complementing the look
definitely
of the whole thing. And then all we have to do on the other side is exactly the same thing. So that's thread on 3 more. And these flat ovals are absolutely superb for this type of a design because they're going to sit absolutely beautifully. So again, take that round, take that through the gemstone just to the right or the left of the top one, and again urge that around with the pushing the gemstones around, and then take the piece of beading thread that you've just been working with, take that through that top one. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it nice and flat so we're not bending that beading thread, okay, and then just pull. Okay, urge the pyrites around again so that you're not bending it. Until you've actually finished the whole thing, you haven't compromised it in any way. You can tighten up as much as you want, but I would say keep it on a flat surface with a gemstone like this and get it through so it literally is
it's gorgeous, doesn't it?
In a nice sort of a nice sort of a shape there, okay? Now you can see then, now we've just got the neckline piece
So
to
nice.
work up. So I've just used all of the gemstones in the kit because they work beautifully with the pyrite, because the pyrite's got all of these colours. It's got those pinks, it's got those yellows, and it's got the blues. So I've kept it fairly plain, going up the neckline, and I've kept it symmetric as well. It's just a simple necklace, to be honest, which will look, it might look quite sort of flat looking as it is on the static bust, but once you wear it, jewellery has a happy knack of taking on a whole new life. You know, once you've got sort of a living, breathing thing going on behind it, skin tone, etc. That's the beauty of gemstone as well. It looks different on different skin tones, doesn't it? So you can have the same gemstone, but it will look different. But you can quite happily work that neckline in any way that you want. Now, with a design like this, on the piece that I've done here, I always tend to think that it just looks better. Just because it's already in the kit for you, because we've got these beautiful, gorgeous clasps, I just think it looks better with the chain leading up to the clasp. So sort of just above collarbone level, I tend to use chain if it's there to meet the clasp, because the clasp then has a little stage of its own, whereas otherwise it's fighting with gemstone up here.
Yeah.
And sometimes, if you're wearing it with a woolly, with a cashmere or something, sometimes it's just better to have something sort of discreet, not indiscreet, discreet on the back of the neckline.
Fabulous, a fantastic combination, and an amazing price tag when you consider how much you're going to get for £18.95. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of jewellery for £18.95. It's not a lot of money when you consider how easy it is at the moment to spend £18.95.
Absolutely.
I tell you what, you can walk into a shop and with £18.95 walk back out again and not know what you've bought, but know you've spent that money, because it's that easy, especially at Christmas time. Sorry if I just knocked my microphone. But it's just so simple, especially at Christmas time, to spend £20 and surely have no idea what you've actually bought. Here, £18.95. Of course, your post and packaging are £2.95, just over £20, and you've got yourself something that you're not going to forget about. Now, they're talking about not forgetting. You're not going to forget this next deal. This is an absolute beauty. I know it's caught Linda's eye, and I'm sure it's going to catch yours as well. You have got here limited availability, but availability all the same for a very exciting combination. It's called your Bouquet of Roses, which includes your rose quartz. Now, these are your top-drilled carved leaves. They are significant leaves. They're not the delicate ones that you may have seen before. These are definitely much more of a feature. They're much more of a wow factor. In terms of size, you really are looking at one focal point. You could use just each one of those as an individual pendant. 30 by 22 they are. Now, only available in this bundle. You cannot buy this strand as a separate entity. So if you're going to buy and you want to own this strand of the carved leaves, you've got to get it within this bundle, or actually you might not get it ever again. Simple facts are, as again, we don't think we're going to get this in stock, certainly not before Christmas. If you want to join us, you've got, let me just get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, I reckon, around about 13, and you're not going to be unlucky. This is the kind of 13 that's very, very lucky to work with, because it's the fig leaf or these amazing charms, pendants, a real centerpiece, and craftsmanship. Hand-carved gemstones are really rather exciting. I think actually in terms of size-wise, I think you probably, if you like your dramatic earrings, they'd still be strong enough and not too heavy enough to be worn easily as a pair of earrings if you want to match alongside your neckline piece. You've got something special going on with this, but of course to match it alongside, we've also got your coins. And these coins, again, complement perfectly in terms of structure. Nice and thick, so they're not the thin coins that we can provide you with. These have certainly got a little bit more of a girth to them. Going to be great to go alongside the pyrite that you've just had. If you've got the pyrite coins, those ovals, then these would go very well alongside that, especially for Sutache. As you know, the thicker the profile of a gemstone, the more appropriate it is for your Sutache. So you've definitely got that there. adding in, as well as getting those beautiful colours of the rose colours, you've also got the vine of the rose with these glorious greens of your suedette. 10 metres of your suedette matches alongside. Now, it's the square cuts, we'll just show you. I have got people multi-buying on this one, and I'm not surprised by that. I will just profile this so you can see, because some of our suede is rounded and some of it is square or even rectangular. This one's the rectangular one. See that there? So you're really going to get some very strong looking jewellery. I can imagine some beautiful kumihimo or macrame-esque threading, but keeping them plaited almost flat to each other. So instead of them being rounded, you've actually got a flat network of threads. I can imagine that looking very nice against the beauty of those individual carved leaves. Yours for the taking. Yours for the taking. It is your bouquet of roses, which includes your coins and your hand-carved, should I say, leaves. Plus, we're going to give you a whole 10 metres of your suede cord for one price tag only. That price tag, and we are going low on this, and no wonder I've already got people multi-buying, because we are going low on this, should be almost £17, a mega bundle deal for just... Wow, I really genuinely didn't know that we were going to go that low. I promise you I didn't know we were going to go that low. £9.95. In fact, in the back of my head I was going, I wonder if this is 11, 12, 13 deal. I wonder if this is going to be one of our 11, 12. No, it's not. It's £9.95. It's nowhere near. Oh my goodness me, that is extraordinary. Not surprising I've got people multi-buying on that. Not surprised at all. But 13 feature pendants, hand-carved leaves. Then you've got your coins and you've got the suede head, and we're still under £10 for all of that. That is a pretty exceptional offer, isn't it? Absolutely outlandish. The only time and the only way you're going to get those carved leaves if you buy on this deal. There's not another way to get them, and I do think this will be a sellout offer. I don't think this one's not going to, well, I can guarantee it's not going to hang around based on the number of people I've got on the phone lines and people who have already purchased on the web, and not just purchased one, but multi-purchasing on this one. If you do want to join us, of course, it's a free phone number that you're dialing. 0800 644 655, or you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com, and of course once you start clicking we will process. Oh, there you go. Hello, lots of lovely people. Shona's joined me in Dumfries and Galway. I've got Wendy in Devon. How are you doing? I've got Susan in Lancashire. I've got another Susan who's in Glamorgan, and Bernadette who's great in London. Congratulations to an anonymous buyer in Shropshire, and Diana who's joined me in Staffordshire. Everybody who's making the purchase today, congratulations to you. Of course, as I say, don't forget you've got plenty more chances to keep on adding to your order. We've got a designer inspired show from 1 o'clock, and then we're also going to give you from 5 o'clock miss it miss out deal. So loads more chances for you to keep on adding to your order. And of course I've got my presenter pick, which I am pretty proud of, and of course we've also got plenty more mega Christmas sale deals. £9.95 and an extended money back guarantee to finish it all off. I mean, if we hadn't already raised the game, if we hadn't already stacked ourselves like a Viennetta with loveliness, we are literally giving one final crackle of chocolate on top by giving you an extended money back guarantee. 31st of January, so you've got plenty of time to make your decision. If it's not right for you, you can send it back and your money goes back into your account with a no questions asked, no quibble money back guarantee. It's the reason why so many people buy from us, is because we do give you that security blanket of knowing if it isn't right. And I think we're very much aware of the fact that as part of our business, because you actually don't get to feel the quality, we want to give you the chance to do so within the comfort of your own home. And as I say, no questions asked, money back guarantee, and that's why we have so many people buying, because they know they have that. So not that actually we have got a very, very small returns. What's the word? Figure. Yeah, rate of returns is tiny for us. But I think that's because you get such great value that when you get it home, you go, I only paid that. Rather than I paid that, how dare they charge me so much? Actually, it's the other way around. It's going, I only paid £9.95 for this. Don't tell them. You get away with it, why not? £9.95 is all you pay. Now then, let's stick with the whole rose quartz, and let's... Oh, cool. Oh, they're amazing. Oh, they are going to go so well. Right, if you've just got that last bundle, if you've just got the carved leaves, I promise you, you just cannot afford to miss out on this next deal. Now, first of all, again, you know when I said it's sometimes a bit difficult because you don't feel the quality. When you get this home, you'll understand exactly what I'm about to say. This feels luxurious. The quality in the weight and the quality in the satin-like finish, absolutely exquisite. And I don't think jewelry is just about the way it looks. I think jewelry is about the way it feels, and I am one for feeling good. I want my jewelry to feel good. If I'm uncomfortable with my jewelry, then why would I wear it? You know, I've got plenty of other things that make me feel uncomfortable. I don't need jewelry to do so. I want my jewelry to feel as good as it looks, and this has a satin-like finish. Perfect for your easy wear jewellery, but in size terms, wow factor. 14 by 10 millimetre wheels, soft and delicate, and Linda picked up on something earlier on about how colours, skin tones can match against genuine gemstones, and I think one of the nicest things about rose quartz, it's a very versatile colour tone. It's got something very adaptable about it, and as you can see, we've got something really rather exciting, a 740 carat strand of rose quartz. That's a lot of genuine gemstone to get for one price tag. Now, you know the deal we've just done on the carved leaves, and of course you got lots. So Kim feels the pressure right now. She knows she's going to get into a little bit of bother for the price she's about to do, but when you do a great deal on a bundle, you've got to do a great deal on a strand to get it as an added to your order, and we definitely want you to add to your order on this one. It feels as good as it looks, and I tell you what, it looks like it should be so much more than the price you're about to pay. Your price deal for over 700 carats, it's just £5.95. Naughty, naughty, naughty pricing. £5.95 is all. Who says that? Naughty, naughty, naughty. Who does that? Is that a comedian? It is some character. I want to say it's like somebody like not Harry Hill. What's his name? Yeah, like Basil Fawlty. Yeah. Only fools and horses. Ah, Boise. Naughty, naughty, naughty. That's it. That's the one. £5.95. We got there eventually. If you would like to join us, we have been very, very naughty. If you want to join us, you can do so. I almost went on the cusp of doing the policeman from Hello Hello there as well, didn't I?
Just passing by the window. Actually, good job I said it like that.
Yes, I was just going to say, please don't try it.
No,
I want us to stay on air.
Yeah.
We have got for you for £5.95, a fantastic deal, which I'm sure you'll agree you're not going to see many times to ever capture over 700 carats of quality gemstone in this beautiful, not just good looking good, but feeling good strand for just £5.95. It's a deal to react to, and congratulations if you get it. Great, great deals, plenty more to look forward to throughout the show, but let's take a little bit of time to reflect on how great your creations are this week on the Wall of Fame. My thermals underneath. I am a bit warm. So, because I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, I decided I needed to have my thermals on underneath my trousers. Thermals with leather trousers don't go in a TV studio. It's a bit warm.
Oh, it's a
bit warm.
Bit steamy.
Exactly. And not in a good way. Barbara in Northern Ireland, she says, I have my husband watching with me this morning. Everything that comes on, he says, do you need that? Get it. Of course he means with his card. My husband, called Alvin, is the bestest, most caring, loving and generous husband in the world. Oh, lucky lady. I know he has got me a melt pot with all of the powders and now is buying me everything he thinks I can use with it. A few weeks ago he ordered me friendly plastic. It's wonderful and I need more. I'm sending you a picture of my first design and I hope you like it. All the elements are from Jewellery Maker. Maker. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you, Barbara. We will. And you keep up buttering up that husband of yours. If you keep on saying nice things, I'm sure he'll keep on buying you nice treats. So that's the way to, I've realised that in you know, the past. Yeah. More compliments. Darling, you're doing such a marvellous job with that washing up.
Fingers crossed behind you there.
That's it. That washing up you should have done 3 hours ago. Darling, you're cleaning the bath very well, but I'll have to clean it after you because you haven't done it as good as I could.
I think Barbara's husband should start doing some jewellery making as well.
Yeah, come on, Alvin. You can do it, Alvin. We expect more. Right, Alvin, who is Barbara's husband, we want Wall of Fame next week to have something that you've made.
Definitely.
Yeah, we've
challenge.
I was going to say we've put the gauntlet out there now, Alvin, and we know you're a good man.
And lots
we've
of people
been told.
know about it.
Exactly. Pressure. 117 for you. Congratulations.
It's lovely.
Oh.
It's the first time I've seen a mobile done.
When did you leave at Christmas?
It's beautiful. This is number 116 from Jo.
Feeling very Christmas, isn't she?
She is. Good morning, Jewellery Maker. Here's my latest entry for the Wall of Fame, and it's called a Winter Wonderland Mobile. Oh. The mobile is made from 1 mil gauge wire, and the snowflake dangles are made from a variety of quartz, frosted and crackled, and polymer clay snowflakes and a snowman.
That's so
They
cool.
were wire wrapped onto the mobile with 0.6 mil wire. All the products are from Jewellery Maker, and hope it can be shown on the Wall of Fame, as it will really make my day. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Love and best wishes from Jo in nearby Wolverhampton. Jo, that's absolutely
Brilliant.
Beautiful. My little twin granddaughters would love that in their nursery.
My daughter would love that. Yeah,
so you need to make 2 more.
Make that 4, because I've got 2 and I definitely couldn't cope with that kind of fighting. That's wicked.
It's beautiful.
Oh,
it
see,
really is beautiful.
I've been doing my polymer clay for my daughter's school production, and I've been doing the reindeer and the gingerbread. I showed you it a couple of weeks ago. And so on Sunday night, I did a little production line for myself, and I made 40. I know.
Wow.
I know, I did really well. And I have to say, I did think to myself at the time, I wonder what else I could make that's Christmassy. And now I needed Jo. That's what I needed. I need Jo's creativity. Sue in the Isle of Wight. Hi, Sue. She says, I made this bracelet / cuff after watching Gemma's masterclass on Monday. I slightly adapted it and did the central part differently. I used 1.5 mil antique bronze wire and fluorite rounds in the centre. It's the first wire work piece I've been pleased with. I quickly lost this piece to my daughter. Ah, see, daughters, we have a wily way about us when we see jewellery we like. That's gorgeous, Sue, but it's a compliment to know that it's going to be worn by somebody special, so fabulous. 118 you are.
This is absolutely stunning. Unfortunately, it's got a little bit of a sad email with it, which I will read out, but it's stunning, and all I can say, Celia, is fantastic work. This is from Celia in Norfolk, and Celia says, this is only my 2nd entry to the Wall of Fame. I've made this set for a very good friend's birthday. Unfortunately, my husband passed away a few weeks ago, and she has been there for me all the time. Watching Jewellery Maker and making jewellery has helped me greatly through this sad time. I don't think it's possible to watch the programme, especially when Jenny's on, and not smile. Celia, my heart goes out to you, but you know what? That's amazing, and I'm glad that you feel that you can continue to make jewellery, particularly for a friend who's being so kind. She's really going to appreciate that. It's going to be a bit of an heirloom, that piece will. So really, really well done.
Sending all our thoughts to Celia. Sending all our very, very best. 120 I have is Deborah Moore from Northamptonshire. She said, this week's entry is 2 wire pendants using gold and silver Jewellery Maker wire, and I think crackle quartz from a bead scoop. I'm hoping to come up again just after Christmas for the Sunday experience, and again in the new year to another workshop. Just not sure which one I want to do.
Sutache.
Oh, listen, there you go. Just want to see, there's so many new courses going on as well, though. We've got loads of brilliant new courses going on. We've got a Nuggets course. We've got what's Gemma doing? Gemma's doing a new one as well. Was it wire mesh? It was the wire mesh, wasn't she? Yes. She's doing a wire mesh one. Gem setting as well. We've got that going on. Sutache is going to be popular. We know that one's going to be. Yes. She says, thank you for entering me into the Wall of Fame, as I really need the chance of a win to restock my beads and wire. Well, wishing all the very best, Deborah, for Wednesday. And as you can see, Deborah has been incredibly creative. Beautiful. Oh, it's Wednesday today. Is it Wednesday
It
today?
is Wednesday
Oh,
today,
I was like,
yeah.
wishing you all the best for Wednesday, and then I went, what day is it today? Oh, it's Wednesday.
yeah.
Wishing you all the best for today then, Deborah. At 120 and incredible qualities of creativity.
Beautiful pendants.
Now, we have, of course, our calendar deal to look forward to. I have a confession to make. I do know what's already in the calendar. I do know because I did a little bit of my son, and my son at the moment has no idea what calendars are about in terms of days. He just opens them when and if he wants to. And so I'll find him every so often just munching on the chocolate and me going, so what day have you opened today, Zach? And he's like, number 39. No, it's not number 39. But, oh, bless him. So I did a little bit of my
You've done that,
son.
have you?
Yeah, I decided to look before. Naughty. But I tell you what, it's going to be good. It's going to be very... Now, Claire's just told me that when she was at, and this does not, nobody will be surprised, if you know Claire, our director, nobody will be surprised at this. Claire used to collect hers and not actually eat the chocolate. She used to just keep the... That doesn't surprise you?
Yeah, my husband's brother used to, when
Willpower.
they went to the cinema, they used to have a bag of sweets each, and my husband would eat all his, and John would just pretend to eat them in the dark, and then when Pete had finished, he'd say, I've still got mine. So that's that same sort of scenario, isn't it?
That's Sicily. Oh, look, have you got a sibling story? I've got a brilliant one for my dad. I'll tell you about my dad's siblings. So, oh, hilarious. Text in. Go on, let us know your sibling stories. If it's Christmas related, great. If it's not, then that's cool too. But we want to know, what's your Christmas story? Yeah, I want funny ones. I mean, what did you do to your sister? Like my sister, she stood, because I look like a golf ball, because my head's very round. My sister drew, and I do genuinely, hundreds of golf balls in my face all around Vicki the golf ball head, and stuck them everywhere, including places like the toilet seat. Everywhere I went, the light switch was Vicki the golf ball head. So everywhere I went in the house, there was that. So have you got a story like that? Share with us. Just have a little bit of fun today. 60777 is where you can text into. You can make sure you start your text with JM Studio so we know that you're talking to us. And then let us know, what is your sibling story? I'm sure there's some good ones out there. At 60777, the normal network charges do apply. I'll tell you my dad's later on as well. My dad's is a cracking one. You wonder where I get my madness from. We have lots still to look forward to. It's the Advent deal coming straight up, and if you're wondering how you're getting involved here at Jewellery Maker, this is how.
There are two easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1p&p. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
It's time Yes, our calendar deal on day 11 of December. We are bringing you another cracker deal. And as I say, hands up, I do know what it is. I do know that you're going to like it. And I do know that there won't be enough stock to go around. So first come, first served. It's time for number 11. Ha! Ooh, now then. They're just sparkling away. They are sparkling away. Take a look at what? Hang on. Back. Oh, cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Not just one. 2-strand deal. I didn't know that. I thought it was one. You're going to have a double trouble deal. It's time for your advent calendar offer. Ooh. Well, to have one feature strand of bicones is great, but a double trouble deal on bicones of smoky quartz, you know as well as I do, it's not going to happen. I was going to be very, very content while giving you just one strand, but no, not happening. 2 strands. I saw the smoky quartz. I didn't see 2 strands. 2 strands is even more exciting, and of course bicones, you just can't get a better shape to add kudos and drama and impact to your jewellery making. An exquisite quality. I mean, of course, those chocolates are matched by the caramels, the golden hues that then move through. The lustre of each individual facet to these gemstones is what makes it so exciting. You have this externally dramatic impact because of the actual ratio and angle of each cut to the stone. And here you have 2 lots of this impeccable cut strand, 2 lots of 60 carats of smoky quartz for one price tag. That is one price tag. And I will just have no doubt in saying that on this price tag you are going to have to be very, very quick to confirm. First come, first served, always with us, and certainly not something that I expect to be able to repeat on a regular basis, or if ever again. Yours for the taking, a double whammy. It's part of the Advent deal, which is always special. Always a focal point of our shows when we do the Advent deal, but even more so when it's a double trouble Advent deal. Yours, a beautiful combination of gemstones, and yours for the taking for just $9.95. Both strands for $9.95. Now, I've had the privilege of being able to watch gemstones like this being faceted. I've had the privilege of being, close to the lapidary work of genuine gemstones. And I assure you, this type of craftsmanship, it doesn't happen in a blink of an eye. This takes skill. This takes literally a lifetime of understanding of gemstones to get the very best out of it. And this is wow factor jewellery, absolute wow factor. The beauty and richness, the chocolatey caramels of one strand is great, but to have that matching liquid chocolate with a touch of those caramel golds in a double strand offer, £9.95 is unmissably good. And I think one of the nicest things is that for those of you who are just getting started into jewellery making, this is the kind of strand that will really add an extra layer of beauty to your jewellery making. And I think really, Linda, I think that's the lovely thing about strands like this, is that they do add something different without having to do too much.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as viewers know, bicone's my favourite cut of gemstone, simply because you can use it. I mean, a bicone beaded bead is stunning, as is around, but a bicone one's got that extra oomph. But what I like about bicones is if you do layered necklaces, right, bicones are absolutely stunning if you do, in other words, if you put your strands close together, not graduated drops, they look amazing because they fit in nice like a jigsaw, but the light hits them and every single gemstone is noticeable.
Yeah. And I think that's what I adore about it. But of course, that's the lapidary work. That's that is just highly skilled craftsmanship. And many of our lapidarists that we have as part of our team, they're actually, it's all about the family inheritance of skill. You know, it's not just something that you walk into. It's something that in many ways is your birthright. For many of our lapidarists, they've learnt from their fathers and from their mothers and vice versa. You know, it continues along the family stream. So this is not just about beautiful, genuine gemstones. It's about beautiful, genuine gemstones crafted and carved and lapidary work of the highest grade to get the best results. You know, we can't really have an impact on the carat weight. We can't really have an impact on the clarity of the gemstone or the colour of it. The one thing that we could absolutely hold to pertaining to the quality of the look that you're getting is the cut of the stone. And as you can see, you've got yourself a deal there. Absolute deal and a half. £9.95, quality all the way. Now, we all like a good deal, and we all like a deal just before Christmas. So when those purse strings are feeling a little bit pulled, oh, I tell you what, we know all about giving you a deal. And this is one of those said deals where you don't have to think about it, you just know you're getting something you couldn't get any other time, and you may as well make the purchase right now. And coming up just after Christmas, we've got that time where we can really sit down and enjoy making jewellery. Hopefully you'll have that chance to be able to work with something like this and get something of a wow factor piece of jewellery. This is not just wow, this is wowie, wow, 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 because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strands. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 7 strands of each. Now, I mean, I want to go back to what we've just talked about, cutting the stone. Well, this time it's not lapidary work in terms of adding facets. This time it's lapidary work in terms of creating the rounded sphere and then drilling through the top, but still adding that strength. You know, to drill through and top drill around like this is very hard work. It's getting it in the right place so that it doesn't split the gem. That's what we have to apply to these gems, and we're putting a lot of our training, a lot of our qualities into the cut of the stone, into this offer. Now, this is funky, funky, funky combination of your top drilled rounds, which includes your snowflake obsidian, your howlite, which is great for your snowball effects. Anybody's looking for that snowball effect for your jewellery, your unakite, your tiger's eye, and your obsidian as well. All this, I kind of want to take it off just so you can see them individually. I just wanted to show you like that, because I was just thinking what a funky matching combination of bracelets that would be. That would be really quite cool though, wouldn't it, to have that almost grid-like formation of the gems.
I loved it on the bust as well. I think I want to make that necklace.
Yeah, just
with the beading threads from the early bird.
Well, that's the interesting thing, is because if you did get the early bird, just take a look at how well it works together. I mean, the colours are just made to work with each other, aren't they? Yeah, you have those richness of the autumn shades of the greens and the browns and the russets, and all of those colour tones match and blend alongside this bumper pack. Now, this is part of the sale. I will just highlight the fact this is part of the sale, a 7-strand mega bundle. How low we can go? Well, you should be paying, and this is where it gets very, very serious, you should be paying almost £40 on this 7-strand deal. And as I say, you're not just paying for the ingredient of the gemstone, you're paying for the quality of the lapidary work and the thought process that's had to go into carve. I mean, just look at that. I mean, if you cut this gemstone in any other position, if you don't get it right, you're going to lose the whole thing, because you're just going to cut straight through and it's going to crack, and unfortunately that means you're losing out on that beautiful stone. That's why you really, the price tag should be closer to £40, because of the high regard that we've placed into this combination of drilling and, of course, gemstone complement. Snowflake obsidian, howlite, unakite, tiger's eye, and your brown obsidian, all together for one price tag should be closer to 40. Price you're actually paying, under £20. It's pretty much half price at Christmas sale now. Oh, I like a good half price sale, don't you? Oh, I'm always enticed into a half price sale, I don't mind admitting. Oh, I like it. And you always get very excited when you've got that deal, don't you? Go, oh, I've got myself a deal there. £19, that's the deal. This is the one that's making about, oh, I've done it. I've got myself a deal. £19.95 is all you pay. I'm thinking, you know, Christmas snowballs even. What about doing something like that amazing mobile that we were inspired by Jewel? Jewel made that from the Wall of Fame just now. What about making that kind of snowflake effect or snowball effect with these lovely highlight? That would be a really funky way of adding in style to your jewellery. All yours for £19.95. As I say, pretty much, not quite, but pretty much a half price offer there. That's 50%. 50% is a big saving when you're not losing out on the quality. You know, the quality's not changing, the regard of the gemstones isn't changing. The only thing that is changing is the price tag. It's £19.95. It's all you pay. Congratulations. If you want to join us on the phone lines, you can do so at 0800 644 655. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com as well. And of course, just one click and you're through to us and you're making your purchase. There's of course so many different ways of being inspired via Jewellery Maker, including our website. We've got YouTube, we have lots of different tutorials, we've got DVDs that you can purchase from us, which are hour-long tutorials that we're just going to take you step by step through creating some amazing jewellery. All of those are available to you. As I say, many of them free of charge, £4.95 for our DVDs. And to get something of this combination of ingredients and then start to build on it, well, I think it's one of those which you know that you're just going to get lots of wow factor jewellery. And the wow factor will continue if you then get the code, because if you got that half price deal, if you got that pretty much 50% off that you got from those 7 strands, why not then add 500 meters of beading thread? And if I just take, and you know, one of the things that I will highlight the fact is that I adore the fact that we bring you the thread that matches the gemstones. And I know lots of people will just go, oh, it's just a fluke. Actually, it's not. Our buying team, and in particular our product team, are buying the threads and the wires and the cords based on the gemstones that we have, right? We buy specifically to honour and give the best regard to your jewellery by matching. For example, if I take this strand here, if it comes off there, and I just match it alongside the bronze, can you see how it's not just that it's kind of there, it is pretty much identical colouring. That's again total thoughtfulness in terms of the qualities that we want to show you and give your jewellery the potential to capture. And we've done that with pretty much everything that you've got here, with the unakite, with the whites, of course, of the howlite, all to match alongside the threads. Of course, 500 meters of your threads, that's 500 meters of thread. And for those of you wondering whether this is just a mechanic or whether it's actually a feature part of the jewellery, take a look at some of the pieces that Gemma's made. Gemma Crowe was part of her Beading Thread Adventures DVD. You can see it becomes much more of a structured item when you work it with it in this way. And that's very much I would say, a sculpture on the neckline, but also you can go for very simple designs, a little bit more of perhaps an Egyptian theme, you know, that lovely striking. In some ways it reminds me of a waterfall, a cascading waterfall of qualities. So you could do all of that by just purchasing that 7 strand, and then of course the beading thread. You need the beading thread, and that beading thread, an absolute steal of a deal. You have 500 meters of thread for just £7.95. £7.95. when it matches so well, and you know that actually if you go through all of the different colour combinations, of course we've got tiger's eye still to look forward to. I've showed you the beautiful graduated green strand. Then on top of that, you know, the golden tones of citrine that I've got coming up later on. It matches all of those rich earthy tones. And if you've got some of the brighter tones for your spring and summer, I think for a lot of people these colours are very much complementary alongside the other colours that we have for autumn and winter. Yours for £7.95. That's your 500 metres. Now then, straight on to a deal. And you know, I'd classify this as a bit of a special Christmas deal. I'd definitely classify it as double trouble. Definitely classify it as double trouble. Because double trouble often means that you'll buy one for a certain price and you'll get another one for another price. Okay. Ooh, Kim, my producer, Kim. Ooh, I can feel the friction with that price tag. Okay, you are about to get an offer and a half. Right, you're going to buy. Oh, Kim, this feels so very wrong. You're going to get 20 connectors. I know it says 40, but you're going to get 20 connectors for one price. And then you're going to get a further 20 connectors for another price tag. And the two just don't match. The two just don't go together. They're exactly the same. So you're buying one and you're getting one for a certain price tag. They're exactly the same. So it's 20 pack of your sterling silver floral connectors. Now you've got there your double drilled. So if I just hold this like so, you see, your double drills into the petals. So from the top and the bottom, which means that if you are wanting to achieve anything like a daisy chain, or perhaps you want to achieve a little bit of decorative detail, you could do so here. 20 in each pack. Now you're going to buy a pack and then get another, and then just a reminder to see, these are sterling silver. You buy a pack and you get another pack for £1. Sterling silver, 20 sterling silver floral connectors for £1. Double trouble deal. You will not want to lose out on this one. Buy 20, get another 20 for £1. It is last of stock offering. It's not going to hang around. We all know a good deal when we see it, and this is a good deal. Yours for the taking. Buy 20 for £6.95. Get a further 20 for £1. It's sterling silver, not even silver plated. Not even silver plated. These are sterling silver for £7.95. Now I think I'm right in saying, and I might be wrong, but I think that these were launched a lot higher than the price that they're at right now. I think they were launched a lot higher. In fact, double figure. Sorry, Kim's just doing a quick, she's just trying to find the history on that. I knew it. I had launched at £17.95, right? £17.95 for just 20. Forget the 40, but launched at £17.95 for 20. Now that just goes to show what kind of a value deal you've got here. And I say the word very, very respectfully. I don't like to use the word unless I can absolutely quantify it, and I'm quantifying this 100%. What a deal that is. Sue, you know it. Congratulations to you. Maxine knows about the great deals that we're doing. Judith does in the West Midlands. Jean's there in Cheshire. Sheila's in County Armagh. You're buying one pack of sterling silver connectors and getting a further pack of connectors for £1. An amazing deal there. And when I've seen these before, one of the things I've always thought was how nice they would be as just an identity tag for your jewellery. You know, for people who are making jewellery, even if you're just given as a gift for Christmas, and instead of just handing over a piece of jewellery, why not just identify your jewellery, things that you've created with a lovely little, I mean, think about the tags that are really big these days. There are, I mean, obviously there's that little dog tag for the handbags, and everybody knows, you know, that then you know the name of the dog, you know what handbag it is when you see the label. Everybody identifies to labels. One of the things I will say is that if you create your own label, you're adding that extra luxury to your jewellery. 40 labels, 40 pieces of jewellery you can impact.
Fantastic. I'm seeing them as a beautiful charm bracelet.
Oh,
each
nice.
one with a different gemstone dangling.
Ah, right,
from
okay,
it.
nice.
I'm seeing it as a really beautiful waterfall earrings, again with the gemstones.
Yeah.
These gorgeous little briolets dangling from them.
I'm thinking of just a little daisy chain charm bracelet. No, not even a charm bracelet, just a bracelet.
You can link them together because
Yeah.
they've got a hole in either
Exactly.
side, haven't they? So you can link them with silver jump rings. Would be gorgeous.
Yeah, I'd like that. That would be my kind of jewellery. Just a simple daisy chain bracelet.
Wouldn't that make a nice little christening present?
Oh, lovely. Yeah. Or just a nice present for me for Christmas. Not to be too selfish about it, but actually, forget about the children. What about me? I'm just wondering how long that would be. How long would the bracelet be if I just doing a little connector in between? Sorry, I'm just trying to work out.
You need to use about what?
Depends on how big you want the links between them to be.
Rings in a bit of a chainmail thing as well, so you could probably get away with just using 5 per bracelet if you wanted to.
Oh no, I want it to just be a full bracelet like that.
one.
Yeah, and I'm suggesting that's about a 7.5 inch bracelet easily.
wouldn't it?
So you could just do really pretty, simple links, little simple clasp, job done. Yes, please. I'll have one of those for Christmas, if you don't mind. £7.95, well, you can afford to with that kind of price, can't you? You can definitely afford to do that. Right then. I've got some brand new deals coming today. As you may have noticed, we've got some gorgeous, gorgeous brand new strands to my right, to my right. Brand new strands to my right. To my right, to my right. Brand new strand to my right. Let's have a quick look at, ooh, pearlized. Now you have this fantastic chalcedony and it's pearlized finish. It's a brand new strand. Now that says 11, 12, 13. Is that, ooh, I was about to say, is that the wrong graphic? But it's not. This strand is either going to be 11, 12 or 13 pounds today. See what we've done? It's the 11th of the 12th of the 13th today, so therefore we're either going to do £11, £12 or £13 for you. These are your faceted, coated. I love the coating on these, and I think a lot of people just like chalcedony to have that real softer, hazy tone about it. But then to add in that coating just adds a bit of a mystical feel, a real sense of oceanic textures. But this pearlized finish just adds even more of a luxury edge, really adding a bit more of a, I think, even evening wear type quality, especially with the darker gemstones. You know, they're very rich colours, almost navy blues, aren't they? So you've got your dark blue colour coated chalcedony in these faceted rounds. They're 10mm in size and it's an 18cm strand. I mean, you've definitely got that evening wear luxury about this strand. You've definitely got that midnight blue in some of the stones, but not in all of them. It is a graduated quality of colour that you'll see. So you will have a midnight blue, but then if I just move it around, you see how it goes into these powder blues, into these lovely shades of almost cornflower blues, and all in one strand. Maybe add in the tassels to create something of a Gatsby-like style. This would go very nicely with the kit that we're doing at the last in the last hour as we've set Linda the challenge. Just because of the drama, go nicely with the first kit as well, actually, if I think about it. Yours for the taking, and it's your brand new strand of your dark blue colour-coated chalcedony with your faceted rounds off one price tag, and that price, flat price, of course. We're celebrating that it's the 11th of the 12th of the 13th today by giving you straight on prices, straight down the middle, right on the nose. £12 flat price tag on this fantastic look, and I think that the glamour on this is so very obvious. I mean, you might want to mix it with the other gems that you've already added to your order today, but actually for me there's every chance that this is just the focal point. This is it. This is your centerpiece. Maybe with those lovely sterling silver connectors, maybe adding in a little bit of detail, but you don't need to add a lot, do you, when you've already got so many different dazzling movements of light, that shimmering mystical quality. And it is mystical, isn't it? It has definitely got that midnight-like quality. And I tell you what, it feels like midnight at 4 o'clock in the afternoon at the moment, doesn't it? Gosh, it's quite amazing. I mean, my son, when I pick him up, I picked him up the other day from my mum's house, and he'd only been there an hour, and I'd gone and I'd come back, but when I went to pick him up, I took him outside and he went, and it was only 4 o'clock, he went, "Mummy, is it bedtime?" Because it was so dark. It was so, just like, actually fair dues, because I would be thinking that it's amazingly dark so quick, isn't it?
Yeah, 3:30, that's it, it drops.
Crazy.
Yeah, they start to
Sunset
get
was at
longer soon,
15:52 yesterday, apparently.
Right.
But that's the kind of, these are the kind of midnight tones that you've got there. But actually, it doesn't even have to be midnight, does it? It could be at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You've got those lovely mystical, shimmering qualities. Very nice pearlized finish to the profile, to the surface of the stone. Just adds a little bit of a luxury edge to your brand new strand. £12 flat price tag. Now then, I did mention at the very start of the show that I had a bit of a treat for you in our kits today. And I think we've already given you treats, Sutache treats. I think it might be the first time we ever did Sutache in a kit, certainly to my presenting time. This is one of the only times, and perhaps the only time, you will see us present to you Russian diopside in a kit. If I was just giving you Russian diopside, full stop, you have got to know that this is going to be a whopping desired kit just based on that. But I'm just going to put into the mix. I'm going to talk about the Russian diopside because it's so ridiculous. But if I then say to you alongside pearls, then you know that this is the kind of kit that you can't afford to miss out on. Yes, I've got not just Russian diopside, but your pearls as well on this kit. And of course, we know that kits, you can make up, you know, well, not all of them, but for some of them, you can make up kits from the ingredients that you can get on our website. You could try and do that. You couldn't do it with this kind of combination, and you definitely could not do it for the pricing. Our kits are unbeatable prices. You could not create our kits for the price you're about to get them for. It's just not possible. And I don't mean that in going to price compare elsewhere. I mean price compare on our own website. You couldn't find this deal elsewhere. This is the ultimate time to get chrome diopside, Russian diopside, one of the biggest gemstones within this decade. It's one of the most desired gemstones in this century to have been found and to be set into gemstones. When it was first found, you were getting it in, if you were lucky, and I mean genuinely if you were lucky, 1/3 of a carat at the max, and that is at the max. Now, just take a look at what we can do. Full strands of this extraordinary gemstone, full strands, working between, and the smallest is 2 mil, all the way up to 4 mil to 10 mil. I mean, absolutely outlandish gemstone in terms of its scarcity and its desirability. Because of its mining conditions, this gemstone doesn't come to the jewellery industry on a regular basis. It's incredibly sporadic, and that often influences the pricing of it. One of the things that we found in the past 4 or 5 years is that because of its mining situation, which is because it's mined in the Ural Mountains of Russia, which is dictated by climate above anything else, this is in summertime. So the shot that you're seeing here, this is the mining region within the Ural Mountains where we're sourcing this gemstone from, but that's summertime. And that's the reality that we've got. You're only sourcing this gemstone in such a small window of opportunity every year, because outside of that time, the mining area is so difficult to penetrate. You literally can't sit into the Earth's crust. You can't, penetrate into the Earth's crust. So unfortunately, you can't get this gemstone. So that's one thing that influences the price. The second thing that influences the price is that this gemstone is exceptionally difficult to cut. It has a very, very strong cleavage. So when you cut the gemstone wrong, you lose the gemstone altogether. So you actually get here around about 90% of all the gemstone cut of chrome diopside in the bin. 90% is then put in the bin because it can't be cut appropriately. That's why this gemstone is so heavily desired in the jewellery industry. It really is exceptional. As you can see there, one of our fantastic customers passing a comment on this gemstone, Heather in Lancashire, saying, beautiful. If you haven't got a chrome diopside, just jump in and get some. The colour is gorgeous. The purity of the diopside is what makes it so special. Of course, the mining conditions makes that it's a very rare stone to have, which is why it's one of the only times I've ever seen it, and I mean, I genuinely do mean I've only ever seen it in single strand offers. I just don't present this type of gemstone in the kit very often. And here's another one. Elaine from the West Midlands, loving this one. She just goes, wow, 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 just lovely. That's the way to describe. I promise you, you'll get it home and you'll just go, oh yeah, I know where Elaine's coming from. I get that passion. It's such an amazing stone, but so difficult to get hold of and so then difficult to cut. Those two elements makes that it's not an everyday gemstone here in Jewellery Maker. We'd like it to be, but it's not. So when we then put it in a kit, that really does revolutionise who we are as a company. We stand out so far from the crowd. We stand so far out from our competitors because we can source these gemstones. We don't just give you them in single strands, we then give them in kits. So we give you mega bundle deals on this amazing gemstone. You've got a chance not just to match this gem on its own, but how about putting it alongside your classic elegant potato pearls. These are 6x5mm potato pearls. Yes, I'm saying pearls. And if that wasn't enough, I can honestly say this just gets more and more ridiculous. Because I'm then going to add in a strand of moonstone and then a strand of topaz. What has just happened? What has just happened? Have I headed to Twilight Zone where I'm now presenting in my dreams the ultimate kit that I've always wanted to present? That's what it feels like. Topaz, moonstone, pearl and chrome diopside. Now you won't be surprised to hear that the phone lines are very, very busy on this kit. You cannot afford to miss out on this kind of deal. It is too good to miss. Chrome diopside and a chance of a lifetime. Topaz. Topaz. I've got a web comment just come in. Let's have a look. Just made me get my diopside out to have a look. Sigh. Loving look at it. But this is a beautiful kit you are showing, Vicki. Oh, bless you, Lorraine. You're right. Chrome diopside does make you sigh. I had the privilege, and I mean genuinely so very, very proud to say I was the lucky lady to present this gemstone when it first came into our vault on our sister channel of Gems TV, and I was selling tiny third of a carat, half a carat if you were lucky, and I mean genuinely tiny feature pieces of jewellery for hundreds of pounds, and I mean hundreds and hundreds of pounds. It's the kind of gemstone that has everybody infatuated by it. You've got it. I'm not even going to be infatuated by one strand here, I'm infatuated by all four. Moonstone, tick that box of desire. Pearls, classic and elegant, tick that box. Your chrome diopside, of course, giving you that added bonus of desirability. And then to top it off, topaz. I mean, we don't see topaz enough to then ever expect it to be in a kit, let alone the diopside. Oh, it feels like we've just gone for an absolute assault of the senses for this combination. We're adding in your beading thread, your monofilament, your elastic. We're adding in also your antique bronze wire. And to top it all off, giving you that vintage flair for your jewellery, we're giving you 98 pieces of findings. That includes a lot of essentials and a lot of luxuries, chain and toggle clasps, crimp beads and head pins and eye pins, shepherd hooks, all there for the taking in one pack. This is a big one. This is a big deal. And you're not surprised to hear that I should be asking you to pay easily, and I do mean this very simply, easily £40. I mean, I look at this and I go, £40 is a bargain. I think £40 is an absolute treat. It's not the price you're paying, no. This is a huge deal. It's your after 8 jewellery kit, and I don't think it's going to hang around thanks to the gemstone combination. Your deal right now, and I don't want you to lose out on this one because I don't think it'll hang around. We've got a lot of people who know their gemstones who watch this channel who absolutely appreciate this is not a kit that is formed easily on our behalf, with topaz and chrome diopside being your main features. Yours for the taking. I know. Gotta love that price tag. Got to go for it. You can't afford to miss out on it. I mean, when I start to think about what price I would have put on this, I wouldn't have even anywhere near gone for the price. I wouldn't have gone for the price that you should be paying, which is close to £40. I'd have happily gone for a higher price tag just based on the strands there, with the chrome diopside, with the topaz, with the pearls, with the moonstone. Every single one of those strands is an asset, is a feature, is a desired gemstone to work with in the jewellery making business. And here you have all 4 of them. I mean, it's like a triumph, isn't it? It really is. It's like putting four perfectly formed features. And I mean features in the very best way. It's you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking it's like taking the Taj Mahal and putting it alongside the Eiffel Tower, putting it alongside the Buckingham Palace, and then putting it alongside the pyramids. Right, put those 4 together, you'd go, you wouldn't do that now, would you? You couldn't put those 4 big feature, architectural wonders. You wouldn't put those all 4 together because that's just too much in one location. You couldn't do... That's what I feel like we've just done here. I've kind of gone, look, we've got 4 big features and we're going to put them all together in one. It's flying out. It is flying out. You weren't expecting that price, and neither was I. Neither was I. 21.9. Linda, were you expecting that price tag?
No, definitely not.
Certainly not for the jewellery you've created.
I know what it should have been, and I think Kim needs to take a powder.
Take a powder?
She needs to calm down a bit.
She's too young for that. She doesn't know what take a powder means.
No, actually, no. Perhaps she doesn't. No, she needs to take one of those Victorian... Calm down, girl. Calm down.
Sniffing salts.
That's it. Smelling salts. That's
smelling
the one.
salts. That's it. You need a bit of smelling salts.
My word.
£21.95. I do think that you've got yourself one extraordinary deal. Who's got it? Paula and Mary. Congratulations, Margaret and Tynan Weir. Tynan Weir, as I should have said. I've got Constancia. Congratulations to you in Aberdeenshire. Everybody's now practising how to say Tynan Weir. We've got Cheryl in Glamorgan. Susan's in Fife. How are you today? £21.95. Plenty of people who are saying yes to this. And if you want to be part of it, you've got to be quick. You've got to react to this one. So much for so little. Congratulations. Now, Linda, the jewellery that you've made, one presumes that this was the kind of jewellery that you just delight in.
Yes. Yeah, I do. I love to make sophisticated looks if I can. Having said that, I also like to make contemporary looks. It all depends what gemstone I've got. And with gemstones like this, I mean, I must admit that this, and I'm not knocking any chrome diopside that we've had in the past, okay? I'm really not. But this diopside is just the definition of what it says in the dictionary.
Of what you would expect.
Yeah, I looked it up. And also on a well-known site online as well. It's the complete definition. It's isn't it what an emerald wants to be?
Well, when they first found it, obviously they'd never found emerald in Russia at the time, and they found it right beside the kimberlite mines of diamonds. And so when they found that, they then presumed that it was just a top grade form of emerald. And so when they first found it, it was just a rejoice of, wow, this is the best emerald that's ever been found, outstripping Columbia, outstripping anything. And then when they started to investigate it, that's when obviously they realised the composition composition and the
Yeah,
structure
and the
was so
minerals of it, yeah.
different. And then they started to go, well, we've never seen anything like it before of this. And what you don't know about this gemstone is that it comes out of the ground in this colour. There's many, many gemstones in the jewellery industry that are some way treated, and this is just common practice, are treated to give the colour that they then hold. This gemstone has no treatment to it. It doesn't need it. It comes from the ground as you see it, which is why when they first found it and held it up to the light, well, it's an emerald. Well, actually, the reason that they held it up and thought it was an emerald because the colours are so vibrant, and there's, well, I don't think there's an emerald to match it. I don't think there is an emerald to match unless you've got multiples of thousands, if not millions of pounds, because the colour is so naturally beautiful.
But the price doesn't reflect the fact that it's rare.
Oh, it's
It's
exceptionally
rare, just
rare.
simply by the fact that it's a rare gemstone anyway, isn't it? And also the fact that the availability of the mine is what, about 3 months a
The
year, did you say?
restriction,
the
yeah, the
restrictions there. So
restrictions.
it's rare, you know, so I mean we are
And I know
lucky.
the thing is that you bandy that word around so often, and
Yeah.
I'm somebody who's very conscious of the fact of not saying the word rare on a regular occasion, because I don't like to pinpoint any gemstone as being rare for the simple fact that they're all rare. You know, we're looking at something that's sourced in Mother Nature. It's a needle in a haystack for every single stone. But if you want to go for the true definition of rarity, you don't get much more scarce. You don't get much more prized than something like Russian diopside. I do believe this kit will sell out, and I can't think that it's going to hang around, because I know there's a lot of people who identify on value for money. I know there's a lot of people who watch who understand the rarity of Mother Nature, but also a lot of people who can instantly connect to the beauty and then know that the jewellery that you're going to come along with is going to be outstanding. I mean, of course, adding alongside something like the pearls to just add that extra shimmer and that sophistication, adding along topaz. I mean, gosh, I can't even think of how many times I've put topaz in it. I've seen in fact, have I ever seen topaz in a kit? I don't think so. This really is not just about getting something exceptional in terms of value, but for me, it's about getting great quality jewellery, and you've got that quality there, haven't you?
Definitely, without a shadow of at such a low price point.
And what was your thinkings when you started to make the jewellery? Because you've gone for different looks, but in a very similar strain.
Yeah, I mean, it's strange actually what inspires you, and obviously the diopside was the inspiration behind the kit, but coming alongside that was a Fabergé egg.
Really?
Yeah, and I saw a programme on it recently, a great programme on Late One Night on Fabergé eggs and Fabergé himself. And he was very into the gemstone of the moment, so that was what he used with a lot of his for the Empress. He was commissioned to do these eggs and pieces of jewellery, and he was very into the gemstone of that particular moment, even if it had only just literally come out of the mine. And he was quite inspired by green gemstones. I've no idea if diopside was around then, so I won't like to say that it was. But I was looking through my cassette. I've got a book of Fabergé eggs, and this necklace just jumped into my head from a little lily of the valley one, which was absolutely stunning. So I thought flowers and petals and just a lily of the valley fragrance, as it were. So that was the
that's where you stimulus.
Yeah.
And what are you going to show us
now?
Right,
the necklace here, the one that I'm talking about, it's got quite a few different techniques in it. But again, if you when the photographs go onto Facebook, if you just look at the photograph, you'll see how it's put together. Rosary chain with the wire in the kit. And the little flower I'm just going to show you now, and how I've worked those pearls up along the side, and then the rest of it really is rosary chain and adding the chain using wrapped loops, using the wire.
Because of course you get the wire at the kit as well, don't you, which is a bit of a bonus.
Right. So for the little flower, a little stylised flower, sorry you can't see the monofilament, but I've threaded on 3. This is the beginning. I've done this before, quite recently actually. It's the beginning of the leaf technique, which you'll find in the little booklet that comes out with the
Yes, I'm going to grab that as well.
Okay, so we thread on 3, and that's going to form row 1 and 2, and then take the monofilament back through the first 2 pearls that we've threaded on. So bear with me while I get those through, because seeing the monofilament and the hole at the same time. So pass it through 2, not 3, not 1, but 2. Sorry, I'll get that through in 1 minute. and the monofilament will pass perfectly fine through the pearls. Pull that together, then as you see you get row 1 and you get row 2. Then we thread on another 3. I know I've done this recently, but it was just a little bit of a happy accident that happened when I was doing a leaf, and I pulled together these first 3 rows, as it were, and found I'd made a flower with a centre. So now we've put on 3, take the monofilament back through all of those 3, not 2, all of them. Okay, and once we've done that, you'll see that that then is the flower, because as you pull it together with the silky effect of the pearls, see, we just pull together and we have what will be a flower when we continue with the monofilament around to where that other monofilament, you see we've got it on both ends at the moment. So all we need to do is to choose which end we're going to link up with, and then pass the monofilament back in the direction of the link of the length of monofilament that we want to tie off. Just trace your path along through the pearls. So we've got, it will be 2 pearls, okay, so take them through the first one and it will come through. It's just the monofilament tends to expand slightly under the studio lights, and then take it through the next one, and then you will have both of the ends of monofilament. See, that's expanded slightly. So what I'll do is I've just made one earlier. So we've got one now. So we've come through both of those 2 pearls. It will go through, it's just the monofilament's got slightly warm and it's expanded a little bit with my hands as well. So now we've got both of the monofilaments sitting together. All we need to do is to tie those in a double knot off, perhaps a little bit of nail varnish or a little bit of glue, just so that that doesn't slip with wear. Cut off both of your excesses, okay, and then what I've done is you can see that the flower itself, it's got like its little centerpiece there at the front, but if I flip that over, we've also got a flower shape there but with a little indented center, okay, and that's what I wanted for this particular design. So all I need to do now is to take a length of, now I didn't test this out, but just test out, because they are pearls and the holes do tend to slightly differ. You know, it all depends when when the hole's being put, as to whether it's slightly bigger or slightly smaller. So perhaps it might be a good idea, rather than make the whole thing up, is to make sure that the wire is going to pass through the pearl, okay, and use that one as your very first pearl, because that's the one that drops into the center. So take a length of your wire and just pass it through that pearl. That pearl's going to go on the back, okay, and then on the end, the one end, just form a wrapped loop. So pop the wire away from you, flip the wrist over, bring it back. Now this is a rosary link chain that we're going to affect, so it's quite vital in some respects that you make a nice round loop, so that the rosary chain doesn't fall into little nooks and crannies and then get a little bit spiky.
And if you're making like multiples of the links, I know that we were talking about maybe just making a little mark.
Definitely. As you progress with jewellery making, you will have an eye as to where it needs to be positioned, and I now sort of have an eye without that marking. I have an eye now where I know I'm going to continue the whole rosary link chain on that part of the plier. But to begin with, as Vicki said, it might be a good idea to put a tiny little niche in it. When I say niche, not a dent, just a little mark, or the finest of finest brushes with some nail varnish, and just put that tiny, so that's, you know where to head for every time. Take the pliers out, pop the bottom plier back in, keeping the wire as close as you can to that bottom part of the plier, okay, and then take it off as near as you can. Let the pearl drop down, okay. Now this is the back of the part that we're using, and then all you have to do then is to thread up. You can see on the necklace itself it's graduated, so the one on the outer row has obviously got more on, so work that out. I'm sorry, I forgot to count them, but work that out. By all means, make up 3 of these because they're going to be at different graduations. So make up the 3 first, and then lay them down on the bead board. See where you want them to sit. What's a nice sort of effect on your particular eye, because some of us, you know, we're all different, and some of us would probably want that a little bit closer, particularly if you want to make it more of a choker look, or if you want to make it longer, then obviously have it longer. But just put on as many as you want, okay? And then obviously that then is flipped over, and that's the part of the necklace that comes up towards the neckline. So again, what we're going to do, we just leave that as it is and we make up the 3, okay? Now I've just made up 3 without flowers, okay, 3 graduations, but bearing in mind the flowers aren't there. So all you need to do then is, when you've made those up, is to bring them all together, okay? Bearing in mind that's the outside one, then we're going on that one, and then we're going on the shorter one. Bring them all together like that, and then pinch them together. This is wire, so it's really well behaved. So you've literally got them pinched. Take the pearls in the other hand and just do a couple of little twists, just so that you've got them stable, okay? And then do another wrapped loop, okay? And this, with all the 3 strands, will be nice and firm, and it'll be the first part of the rosary link going up around the neckline. Okay, so then just trim that off, the excess, and come back and neaten that up later. But you see, you've got your graduation. Yeah. So bear in mind you're going to have a another flower here and then a shorter flower there. So all you need to do then, you've made your rosary link, which is stopping that pearl there in the centre. So the next thing you need to do is using either the topaz, the diopside, or the moonstone, is make another wrapped loop, flip it round, keep it as close as you can, keep working that wire. The softer that wire gets, the more malleable it gets, and the easier it is to form a nice circle. Pop that in halfway, so you've got your nice circle, and then take that before you complete the loop, okay, and pop it into that loop that you just made through the pearl. Pop the pliers back in, okay, and then just again, keeping as close as you can to that plier, pop that round. Oh dear, that's broken, but we'll use that little bit. That one's just broken there. I think that was the piece actually that I used earlier. And then you've obviously got a much longer length than me, but we would have been cutting that anyway because we're using rosary links, okay? So then take on the diopside, pop it on, another wrap loop, and just continue along all of the neckline. And then you can see on the other side I've literally made 3 more flowers in exactly the same way I've made them with the wire, but rather than actually adding the pearls going up the side of them, I've just looped through with the wire again and added little chunks of the diopside in between. Yeah. Just a mirror image up in an asymmetric way with the other side as a little bit of a balance. And then just continue up the neckline with the chain. And that's it. When you look at that picture now, having hopefully listened to sort of the background of the technique to it, once you look at the necklace now, you'll see instinctively how it's made. Definitely.
Just to let you know, just to reiterate one thing, just to absolutely quantify, you will be getting 10 metres of the 0.4mm gauge antique bronze wire, which you can see that, well, Linda has used to great effect within this one design in particular, but actually with all of the pieces that she's made, she's used to great effect. So you will get 10 metres of your 0.4mm gauge antique bronze wire with your £21.95, £21.95 pence, £21.95 that you will get, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Your diopside, you're going to get your topaz plus your pearls, and of course your moonstone. That all comes together with the wire and the threads, and of course the findings for that £21.95. It's an absolute steal of a deal. I think, for my knowledge and for my inkling, this should be a sellout offer. Now, I just want to pick up on something, then obviously Linda was talking about getting those techniques and learning a variety of different ways of how to get started into jewellery making. We can do so with your Get Started tutorial booklet and DVD. This comes free of charge with your first purchase with us. And one of the things that I'll always say is that I think the journey of just getting started is probably the most it's probably most tentative for a lot of people, including myself, because there's part of you goes, oh, I don't know whether I'll be able to do this. And I'm sure there's lots of people who are naturally creative and perhaps you do already different types of crafts and you're ready to get started into something else. Well, we give you step-by-step instructions free of charge with your first purchase. So if you do want to give it a go, now is the time to do so, and we'll support you. And we'll give you those free tutorials on the website as well. And you can access via YouTube all of the step-by-step instructions. So there's loads of different ways for us to support you and lots of different mediums for us to be part of your journey. So if you do fancy joining us today, go for it. And everything does come with a money back guarantee that's extended to the 31st of January. So even if you're thinking, actually, now's not the time, I just don't have time to get into jewellery making, actually got until the 31st of January to make your decision and to get started. So why not make the new year a new you and start a brand new hobby as well? So just get started with our support with that free tutorial booklet and DVD. Now, if you've just got that amazing kit, and if you did, all hail to that incredible kit, got to match it with this stunning, and the only word to describe it is stunning, shade of green from your agate, and it is crackled agate. I've never seen anything like this. I've not seen this. The colour is just penetrating. The colour is well, it's just, and I don't want to be too obvious, but it's Christmas tree green. It is vivacious, it's vibrant, it has a glow about it like the Emerald City, as Dorothy and the Cowardly Lion and Tin Man and Scarecrow come over the hill, and they literally hit the horizon, and as they come over, the Emerald City's there and glowing, literally pulsating with green. That's what I feel like you've got here, that vivaciousness, that vibrancy, from the darker shades of a Christmas tree green to an emerald that is bright and bold. This is truly magnificent strand of colour. You have here your graduated rice beads. I've got loads of people who can see the potential on this strand. It is graduated to some significant sizes. 15 to 30 millimetre, I believe. Oh, look at this comment that's just come in about the agate from Diane in Essex. She says, really cool, looks lovely in every light. That's the one thing I'll pick up on. Diane, you're so right in saying that. Thank you so much for contributing. Because one of the interesting things about strands like this is that we're in studio lighting, and you can see the potential of those colour ranges. You get it into daylight, you get it into candlelight, you get it into natural light sources. That's when this gemstone really comes into its own. When it comes into natural sources of light, that's the potential that you have here. For me, it's all about the colour. It's all about that diversity of light play within that colour range, which is going to make it such an exciting strand to work with. There you go, 15 by 19 to 31 by 20. There's not small. These are significant sized gemstones, and yours for the taking for just one price tag, and that price is low. How low can we go? There's not a better deal. There's not a better offer that I can think of. Now for you, for just £7.95. It's a go, go, go. And in every case and in every sense, you see potential here. I'm sure you do. Yours for the taking for just £7.95. We're guaranteeing you 480 carats of your green crackled agate. The colours that just shout out, work with me, use me, baby, use me. That's what it is. It's all about... £7.95. I don't know whether I should have said that live on air. £7.95 is... Well, you know when you know that there should be some kind of delay to our output. When I find myself saying the odd thing that just goes, yeah, if there was that delay, I don't think that would have gone live. £7.95. I've done that several times in my history here in this building. How I still got a job is beyond me. 0800 611. Miracles do happen, Kim says. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. Again, thanks for the support. Lots still to look forward to. Let's go to the Wall of Fame. Marie's been very, very busy and sharing with her Wall of Fame entry the glorious glamour and sophistication of sterling silver wire wrap necklace, an earring set made from silver grey pearls and sterling silver findings. She's got all the materials from Jewellery Maker. She's got her fingers crossed that they are throbbing because of, yes, the hard work. She says that she thinks it's worth it, and I most certainly do agree with you, Mary. It's definitely worth it. The throbbing fingers are definitely worth it when you've got such a beautiful result. I think that's exquisite. 121 you are. Congratulations.
Beautiful. Another one in similar colourway seems popular, doesn't it? Beautiful.
Well, those steel greys and like kind of quite
everything.
cashmere tones. Yeah.
This is number 122 and it's from Pat. Hi all at Jewellery Maker. This week my entry is a very simple necklace made from black rutile, quartz, long chips and nuggets. All from Jewellery Maker, of course. Very simple but quite effective, I think. Hope you like it and keep up the great work that you all do. Pat, I think it's beautiful. It's just so wearable. You can pop that on with most outfits and it'll look stunning. It's beautiful.
Yep, glamorous.
Beautiful.
I've got Teresa from Barnsley. Teresa, may I say, winning in a couple of weeks ago. Yes, Teresa won the Wall of Fame, and yes, she has. She's entering again, and I don't blame her. I do not blame her. She said, thought I'd enter my latest Laura Binding-inspired wrapped pendant. It's one of your gorgeous coated druzy agate stones, and I have 3 different strands. This one, the gold and the silver-coated ones too. They're all beautiful, but these are my favourites. I think the antique bronze wire complements the stones beautifully. I won the Wall of Fame a few weeks ago and was beside myself with excitement. I decided to invest my £100 in a new venture for me, which is jewellery enamel. I'm still practicing and love the fact that you can reuse the enamel if you don't like what you make. I know that's the thing that I love about it, actually, Teresa. For somebody like me who's perhaps I'm a bit tentative with things like getting it right. I love the fact that when I've got it wrong, I can just put it back into the hot pot and then, you know, see what's going to come next. It's a good one, isn't it? Let's have a look. Teresa says, good luck to everyone on the draw today. So thank you for you, Teresa, and thanks for sharing in. Yes, good luck. You never know, another £100 might be coming your way. You're 123.
I'm in awe of people that can do wire work.
Such
like
craftsmanship,
that.
isn't it?
Fantastic. This is number 124, and this is absolutely, you noticed this on the last Wall of Fame list, yeah.
Yep.
124, it's beautiful, from Stephanie in gorgeous Cornwall. Yep. Hi all at Jewellery Maker. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a charm bracelet that I've made for my mum. Excuse me. The stones and charms all relate to members of my family, and the charms are from my stash. Everything else is from Jewellery Maker. That's fantastic, isn't it? That's what you can do when you can make jewellery. You can do just that, personalise it. And for a mum to have something that sort of is part of the family on a bracelet. I know I bought my daughter one with the twins' fingerprints on. I just think it's just a lovely idea, isn't it? You can't really buy that as such,
no, you can't, not the personal
But you can
side
certainly make that because you know your family, you know your mum, and you know what she likes, and you know what would go poof.
I tell you what, I was walking past or probably the only charm shop that is available in most high streets these days. You know, the charm,
I do.
Where you can get a box like it. I walked past that shop the other day, and I mean, I was zooming around, you know, when it's like Christmas shopping, and I was zooming, and I stopped, and I looked in, and there was probably about 20 people in this said charm shop, and I felt like walking in and going, you do know that you don't need to spend £50 to £100 to buy a single charm. You do know that, don't you? You know that you work hard for your money. You do know that you don't have to spend that money on buying one single charm when you can make your own jewellery for so much less.
I actually think that they've got that marketed with the collector thing in your head.
I find it
but
fascinating.
you can still do that making your own. You can still have that collectability.
And personalised jewellery. You can personalise your own jewellery when you're making it for yourself.
Exactly.
And that's the proof, and that piece of jewellery when you're individualising it for
and that would be,
person.
as a mum myself and as a nan myself, that would be the sort of jewellery I would absolutely treasure.
Absolutely, I agree. And I've got Sharon from Barnsley. She says her Wall of Fame entry, wall entry. earrings made from her stash. Gems are multi-gems that she bought from Jewellery Maker. Ooh, lovely colours as well.
Fabulous.
Nice icicle qualities to those quartz. Lovely look. Congratulations, Sharon, and good luck. You're 125. Loads still to look forward to here on Jewellery Maker. It's lovely to know that you've joined us here on Wednesday. We have got the prize draw coming your way at around about midday. Also coming up here, we've got my presenter pick, which is, I think, probably one of the best presenter picks I've done for a while. It's wicked deal. I have got coming your way some amazing space beads. Anybody who's looking to add detail and anybody who's looking to really make your jewellery go further, we have got a very special sleeve up our sleeve.
We've got a very special sleeve up our word. Where's it up? What's it up?
We've got a very special deal coming up our sleeve. Oh, whatever. It's coming up after this. I need to go.
Join us on Jewellery Maker as we count down the days until Christmas. Stay tuned to see perfect Christmas gifts for all your friends and family at prices you won't believe. And what's more, anything you buy can be refunded or exchanged until the 31st of January. So for hassle-free shopping and great value, it has to be Jewellery Maker.
Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service. This year, Jewellery Maker will be live 9 AM to 1 PM on Christmas Day. Oh, come on, guys. You can't get out of working Christmas Day. Ed's excited. Oh, look at him. What a guy. No turkeys were harmed in the making of this video.
Buying jewellery online from us has just become even easier with our new streamlined checkout service. We've made some little changes to make our website more accessible for all of the different ways you shop online, and now it's even easier using a mobile phone or tablet. Once you have added your items to your shopping basket, you can decide to check out now or save for later. Saving an item for later means you can easily find them in your own time, but don't forget to check back soon, as all our items are selling fast. One of just a few changes that will make buying jewellery from us even easier.
Welcome back, and it's lovely to have your company here on Jewellery Maker with myself, Vicki, and the wonderful Linda, who joins us today, inspiring us. Of course, don't forget we have our designer-inspired showcase from 1 o'clock. I do beg your pardon, and I should know the answer to this, but I don't know who's joining us from 1 o'clock. No, I have no idea. I beg your pardon, and I should know that, and I genuinely should, but I just don't. Busy old morning preparing for our show, so I don't know what's happening from 1, but I know it's going to be good. 1 till 5, and then from 5 o'clock you've got your Miss Out show, and that's going to be fast and furious this evening. I know we've got some cracking deals for you. But in the meantime, let's go straight on to a mega deal on spacer beads. Now, spacer beads well then it would be wrong to call them an essential, but I think they're an essential because I see spacer beads as making your jewellery so very, very special. To me, if you're going to get one extra addition to your jewellery making, I mean, you could go for loads of things, you could literally take loads of different things. But my instinct, if you're going to go for one extra thing other than the very basics, it's spacer beads, because I think it adds so much detail and so much luxury to your jewellery that it'll make a massive difference to the overall effect of the jewellery that you're making. I really have a feeling that if you're going to go for getting a little quality, a little luxury, then little luxury can go a long way when you're working with sterling silver spacer beads like this. Yes, sterling silver spacer beads. Now, you're getting here, if I just hold this out, all of these. Okay, so these are, first of all, this is just the first lot, and I'm just going to highlight the fact it's not all you're getting. You've got there your disco ball faceted space beads. They're beautiful, aren't they? I mean, this is what I mean by you add one or two into your design and it's going to make such a big difference. Now you're going to have to be prepared on this one because right now Tom, my director, has just found out the price that Kim's going to, and he's giving me absolutely no direction because he's just said, he's gone very quiet, and then he's just turned to Kim and went, I can't get used to your prices, Kim, even after all this time I've worked with you. And I think it's fair to say none of us will be prepared for the price you're about to see. I assure you it is sterling silver. Sterling silver. I know I can't call them an essential, but for me they're an essential. I do see this as something that will make a huge difference to your jewellery making. If you're gonna go for it, you gotta go for it now, and please trust that Jewellery Maker is here to make your jewellery stand out from the crowd. We are here to give you the ultimate opportunity to really add luxury, and I do genuinely mean a luxury to your creations. You've got here 140, what? I've just seen the quantity. I can't believe that. You're going to do that? Well, no wonder Tom was absolutely... I was thinking to myself, that's an amazing price tag, but what I did there, 140, that's 140 space beads. It includes... Go plate. Oh my goodness me, look at how many people are already there buying. Tracy and Marion and Maureen, and congratulations. I've also got Elizabeth and Lynn. I've got Jackie. I know there's no such name as Jack. How do I say that name, Linda?
Jacinth, I think. Jacinth.
Jacinth.
I think so, but that's only because I'm thinking of Cynthia with the J on the front.
Okay, we'll go with that because Linda's clever. We have got for you 140 space beads. You've seen how many people are already reacting, and that's people who absolutely trust us on price. 100 of your gold plated, and these are your smaller gold plated sterling silver space beads. Then you're getting a further 40 in your larger disco ball faceted sterling silver. It's ridiculously good, this deal. It's outlandish, and if you miss out, you genuinely will be kicking yourself. And I'm not being funny about this. I don't want you to miss out. I want you to appreciate just what we're about to do. Buy it now or don't get it again. I genuinely want you to get this because your chance right now, 140. I just want to keep on saying that quantity. 140 space beads. That's going to make a big impact. That's going to make a huge impact to your jewellery making. Now, Tom thought that his price tag, and Tom's my director. Tom, how long have you been on this channel? Nearly 3 years. 3 years. In fact, more than that. Just over 3 years he's worked on this channel. Right? 3 years of seeing our prices, 3 years of getting used to how low Kim can go. Kim, our producer, has got a reputation. She's very proud of her reputation, but she's done something that she shouldn't be doing. Now, Tom, after working here for 3 years, guessed the price on this, £20. £20. £20. And he was like, yeah, that's a good deal. Sterling silver, you get 140 spacer beads, £20 is the deal that Kim's going to go. How about halving that price? I've said it. £9.90. Where's the siren? Where's the klaxon? Where's the jingle bells? Whatever you're going to give us, give us. I want them all. Cascade me with sound. £9.95 is 140. That is 140 sterling space beads. You're going to have to be going. Otherwise, it's going to be gone. If you don't buy now, you don't get a deal like this. I don't believe until Well, never. Yeah, exactly. Kim says, until what, Vicky? When do you think I'll ever be able to do that deal again? Yeah, you will not, are you? It's a deal and a half. It's $9.95, and congratulations if you've confirmed. If you see it and you want it, today's the day to buy it. Of course, it is a free phone number that you're dialing on. If you want to join us on the web, you could do so at JewelleryMaker.com. A deal and a half there. That's a price tag and a half. I mean, of course, if you think about Tom and Tom's knowledge and Tom's, I mean, I would like to say that Tom knows everything about jewellery making, because that would be very, very wrong. But he has picked up an identity in terms of understanding pricing, because you see so many great prices that when you're working with them on a day-to-day basis, you kind of get used to them. And in some ways, we get a little bit complacent here with us. We do get complacent because we go, oh, we could do these prices. Tom was guessing £20 and he thought that was good. Half the price. Half the price. What does that work out for sterling silver per bead? 140 spacer beads at £9.95. What does that work out at? Not a clue. 7p. I'd like to say that I knew that, but I genuinely didn't. And there are times where I try to get my head working. Today, not a chance. The head is muggy when it comes to maths. I've got muggy maths head. I tell you what, my daughter was doing maths the other day, and she's got this brand new maths system called Numicon, and it's called Numicon. It's like a grid, and then you build up the grid with these structures, and then you add them together, and it's all very cool. And I'm going, oh my! In my day, you had an abacus. Well, no, in my day you had an abacus. You didn't even have a calculator. You had an abacus. That's where you start. You did though, didn't you, Linda? You didn't have a calculator.
I can remember having a quill pen and an inkwell. In the desk, honestly, there was an ink and a quill pen. That's how we had to learn to write.
Well, I was at school when the cane was still around.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the cane and the ruler and the wet slipper.
Yeah, and the blackboard rubber.
Wet slipper. Oh yes, and you used to wrapped over your knuckles. I never was, because I was a good girl. But when the what? Tom thought, instead of me saying the cane was still around, he thought he said the king. The king? I was at school when the king was still around. Hey, I'm looking good then, aren't I?
You're looking really good. Can I have some of what you're having?
I like that, Tom. £9.95. Is it gone? Oh, I've got 4 left. Congratulations if you got that one. A fabulous deal. Really good deal. Now then, I don't want to put those in the bag. Amelia, I'm going to apologise because I can't put these back, but only because I don't want to put them in the wrong bags.
No, I'll take them.
Sorry, sweetheart. I would have done it. I would have tidied up, but I don't want to get them in.
It's all good. I'm on it.
She's on it. Oh, that was a lovely shot of Amelia there with a smiling image. You're looking good. You're looking good. She's looking youthful. Let's not show her again. Far too youthful for this channel. How dare you? How dare you look so gorgeous today, Amelia? We have got for you. No disrespect, Linda. You're fine on the channel.
I wasn't actually listening, so what's going on?
All right.
I know it was an insult, but hey ho. At least I'm being noticed. Insulting or not, I'll take what I can get.
We have got for you your cloudy grey quartz carved leaves. Now, I like these a lot. I really, really like these. Now, for me, if you want to add a little bit of class, sophistication, a twist of flair to your jewellery, you are most certainly going to achieve it by working with this colour and this detail of craftsmanship within your jewellery making. Now, Linda's got a beautiful grey top on today, cardigan, and the first thing that I noticed when we saw each other this morning was the cardi. The classic qualities of a cardigan like that with those greys, it's timeless.
Absolutely.
I mean, you could wear that in 10 years' time and it still would have the same wearability and style about it, wouldn't it?
Totally.
Because I think it's the grey, I think it's that cashmere quality, isn't it?
It's that softness, isn't it? Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we've got to put into your jewellery. Right, now this says 11, 12, 13. Ooh, Ooh, it's a brand new strand. Now, of course, we are celebrating that it's the 11th of the 12th of the 13th. Yes, the 11th of the 12th, 2013. Behind me, I've just said it once, struggled to say it twice. It's a disappointing world I'm living in today, very disappointing. I'm disappointed at myself, nothing else. Yes, it's the 11th of December 2013, and apparently this kind of combination of numbers will only happen in another 90 years. 90 years. Now, hopefully we will all be around. I mean, Amelia being so youthful, she'll definitely be around.
I'll still be wearing my cardi.
That's oh, I don't know about me, I tell you what. We have got for you your timeless qualities, but 11, 12, 13 we're celebrating by doing flat pricing on some of our offers at either £11, £12 or £13. How low can we go on this cloudy grey quartz? What do you think for the craftsmanship that we're offering you here, and a real sense of timeless qualities of colour as well as that detail? What do you reckon we can do? Go on, it's got to be 11, hasn't it? Yay, it is. It's £11 flat price, not fat price. Flat price. What?
You picked the wrong teeth up this morning.
I have definitely picked up the wrong teeth. Yeah. I definitely think. I don't know whose teeth I've got, but it's definitely not my own. £11. It's either that or it's just my brain's not functioning quite as it should today. Yes, it is a little bit cloudy. That's a good way to describe it. Cloudy grey quartz, carved leaf beads. 14 by 10, and as I say, for me, the intention of quality and the luxury that you're going to create with the jewellery that you've got. And of course, we've done those lovely sterling silver findings there. Why not just match them alongside your carved leaves, and you're going to get some very exciting jewellery. I mean, putting it alongside pinks is probably the best way to show you just how feminine and luxurious your jewellery can be when you've got that. Yes, I mean, that combination is just classic. It's luxury. And of course, we have coming your way later on in our last kit of the day, we have of course the smaller drops as well, so that would be a very pretty compliment. I wonder if I would what about putting the purples alongside those greys? Nice. Works?
Definitely.
Oh, good. Like it? Well, you're going to have the kit coming up with the amethyst and the rose quartz. Now you just need to get the carved leaves. And if you get them, congratulations, you've got them for a special deal today at £11 flat. Now then, I've got a brand new strand again, haven't I? I've got a brand new strand of Tiger's Eye. Now these are probably one of our most requested and also utilised gem strands. One of the things I'll find is that we get requests for things that we already have in the vaults, but not always do we have the right size that you're looking for. And of course, we can't stock everything all of the time. That would be impossible. You know, there's always a time, especially in Mother Nature, when we're sourcing from her, rather than going to a mass-produced outlet which stamps out, you know, synthetic gemstones. We're giving you the real deal here. So we're sourcing from Mother Nature. So we're not always going to be able to access everything that you want in an instant. But we'll always do our best. We'll always try to source as much as we can, as regularly as we can for you. These are certainly one of our most popular. 14mm Tiger's Eye. They're not small, and they're certainly going to make a big impact to your jewellery. You have some of the finest chatoyant qualities. I mean, if I just move this from left to right, you can really identify that almost holographic-like quality to the gemstones. And if I just keep on twisting, I mean, almost orbital. You know, something a little bit out of this world about this gemstone. I love it, and then I find it more fascinating when I understand how it actually creates this light play. It's tiny little flecks inside the actual construction of the gem itself. So the construction of that crystal structure has tiny little flecks, and those flecks, when the light hits off them, splay and literally move across to create this holographic like dynamic. It's really rather exciting to get in single stones, but to get a full strand like this, that's when it really does come into its own. That chatoyant like quality really is rather delightful. That one's amazing. That one just there, can you see? Watch it. just on its own, not even matched alongside any of the gemstone, that would be an absolute centerpiece. Now you've got here 14mm size rounds in a 500 carat strand. If you would like to join us, now is the time to do so. It's another treat, it's another deal, and it's another opportunity for you to add to your order. One single P&P at just £2.95 that you're paying for the whole day with us. That includes our designer show from 1 o'clock, our Miss It Miss Out show from 5 o'clock. You could just keep it adding and adding and adding to your order, and you'll definitely want to add this one. Get ready to rumble, because 500 carats of yellow tiger's eye is yours for just £7.95. Yes, I have just said £7.95 for 500 carats of tiger's eye. When you think of such a big, bold statement to your jewellery, when you think of perhaps just doing something as simple as creating a stretchy bracelet, and that's it. Just one stretchy bracelet is going to be a talking point piece of jewellery thanks to the quality of the gemstone that you have. And it is a very unique gem. You know, you don't see it in every high street jewellers. You don't find it sitting in other people's jewellery on a regular basis. Yours for the taking. £7.95 is all you pay. Of course, you can purchase with Visa and MasterCard by picking up the phone and dialing our free phone number 0800 644 655 is the number to dial, or you can join us on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. Right, I will just highlight one quick thing because time is ticking very quickly by in this show. I have got for you a very exciting presenter pick. I do standardly choose in my presenter pick gemstones until deals like this one come along. And I have a northern reputation to uphold. Those of you who know, I am from the northeast, and I know you probably wouldn't have guessed that. There's nothing that gives it away apart from when I say the words gold, because I can't see it any other way. Gold. You have here a real special treat, and then my northernness was attracted to this deal, and it is a whopper of a deal. It's ridiculously good. I'm so excited about it. You're going to get chain, 2 lots of chain matched with 2 lots of your findings. It's just half an hour away, and as I say, so you're going to get your gold and you're going to get your silver matched with the matching findings as well. So all of this together and one deal that I am just convinced you're not going to lose out on. You can't afford to lose out on. Be prepared for it. It's coming soon. But in the meantime, we're heading to our boutique collection, and what a luxury collection this is. And Linda she's obviously charmed somebody in product, because I tell you what, this is one exquisite combination of gemstones, and the luxury of every aspect of this is second to none. Second to none. For those of you who don't know, the colour of next year is called Radiant Orchid. And guys, just on top of the speaker, it's just there. Can somebody just grab me it? But I want to show you the colour, because this colour, Linda, she's there. The lady, she is on it. She has, thank you, my gorgeous. So the colour of next year, colour of this year, 2013, was emerald. Well, we've already ticked that box today with the Russian diopside and all of those rich shades of green, that huge strand. So we've got 2013 sorted. Now, Linda takes us to 2014, and this is your colour of the year. Now this is from the world's leading colour gurus. For those of you who are aware of Pantone, they genuinely do, they almost dictate colour, and this is the colour of the year 2000. There's lots of colours to look forward to for springtime, not just this colour, but this is the colour of the year. And if I just highlight what Linda has done for us today, just take a look at what she has captured within this boutique. Oh, Linda. Linda. She knows her stuff, and she is making sure that if you're going to go for boutique, you're going to go for that absolute look. A breathtaking quality. Now then, if I just then take on board, I'm just going to put this one down and then put it alongside the amethyst. This amethyst, the richness the luxury of this colour. It's idyllic, exquisite. The amethyst it's rich, it's textured, it's dynamic, and that's what you want from your jewellery ingredients. You don't want them to be anything other than the wow factor on their own, and this strand most certainly is that. Truly breathtaking. So not only has Linda captured the qualities of colour that are taking place in 2014 in terms of the fashion world, she's also captured the classic qualities of amethyst within this single strand of rice beads. And I think putting that together makes it a very exciting prospect for you, but actually there's so much more to be delighted by in this boutique collection, because we're adding in pearls. And you don't need me to talk about pearls now, do you? You will know that pearls are that timeless classic that you can't afford to lose out on. Then on top of that, you've got your graduated strand of faceted pyrite. And here, this pyrite is just so cool. It's silver colour coated, and I've never seen it before. Pardon me, it's the gold qualities that you've got here. It's not the silver coated, because the silver coated is here. So you've got your silver coated, and you've also got your classics as well, ranging 4x12 in your graduated strand, and your silver coated are 2x1. So a really nice spacer bead size from your silver coated pyrite. This is one heck of a luxury complement of gemstones. This really is what has got to be classified as the perfect example of what a boutique collection is all about. And it really shows you what Linda's potential in terms of finding the right ingredients to complement one another. She's also given you these fantastic jump rings, which are the frosted finish in the silver, which are just going to add another element, another dynamic to your jewellery making. And all of this together comes for one price tag. I'm sure you'll agree with me that this is the luxury of a boutique feel to any jewellery that is going to be created. And your one price tag offer is pretty unbelievable. If you're somebody who sees and absolutely notes quality when you see it, then you'll know that this price tag does not replicate or even respond to the quality of what we're about to offer you in terms of ingredients. Now, if I just highlight the fact that just this strand here, just this one strand here, and justifiable in its qualities, this one strand is £15.95. This strand alone is $15.95. I need you to keep that in mind when you see the price of this whole boutique collection, because you'll not expect to see what I can do. I mean, you genuinely, we've done some big pricing today. I know you'll have accepted that. I mean, we did those amazing carved leaves of the rose quartz. That was a bundle for less than a tenner. We've done a spacer beads for less than a tenner. We've done some big deals for you, and it doesn't get much more incredible than this one. This one strand of amethyst, that one strand is $15.95. The whole bundle, pearls, drops of lavender amethyst, pyrite, you should be almost £50. Your price is actually $29.95. Now that is an unmissable, unbeatable deal, and I'm being so specific on this. If you see it and you like it, you're gonna go 0800 644 655. You can join us on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. This is your geisha girl inspired boutique collection by Linda. You have so much luxury to enjoy for under £30, and when you see the luxury of just that one strand for $15.95, that therefore means the rest of it, that is half the price and a little bit more. The rest of the strands, £15. That's unmissable qualities. That is undeniable opportunities. And if you're going to go for it, you've got to go for it now. $29.95 is all you pay. And seeing this as a piece of jewellery like this one, you can really identify that luxury boutique flair that Linda has captured. Ingredients that become resulting astounding, and I mean, I genuinely mean astounding qualities of jewellery. That is what we have to identify as boutique regarded jewellery. And Linda, when you started to pull these gemstones together, I mean, there's a uniqueness to the finish of each one of them that really just lend itself to a divine look like this one.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was the purple quartz. Paula said, "Oh, I've got," and I think this is unique to the bundle as well. I don't think we can get it separate at the minute. She said, "What do you think of this?" I said, "I'm having it." I think
Didn't
I had
even
all
give her
the
an
strands
option.
that we got in that had come in.
And I can see that.
So it was just a bit of a silly thing to show me, because
I'll just keep
it's so
turning because
beautiful.
there's just
So
so much to be had from these ingredients, and every single one is opulent.
Yeah, very much so. As I say, you know, I do sort of on the side of just something inside me just likes to make pretty jewellery, sophisticated jewellery. So consequently, I tend, when I'm putting things together, I tend to work on that type of gemstone as well.
Interesting.
You know, I must try. Sheila keeps on saying to me, "Look, push your boundaries, and I try. But then when I just see these exquisite gemstones like this, I just think, no, I'm going to work with this first.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think one of the things that's fascinating is that in different ways you can create different looks but with the same ingredient. We've said this a couple of times today, that you get the same ingredients but different results just by playing with them in a different way.
Yeah, of course you do. Which is why it's always great for me to see the Wall of Fame designs with things that I've had on the show that I've been on. You know, it's great.
I agree.
Just to see what different people do with the same component, really.
And you were a little bit funky because you went for a classic, but you also went for something a little bit different for us as well, and created this fabulous brooch.
Yeah, it's a brooch with lots of movement in it. It's meant to, so it can be worn as a kilt pin, so it all drops down, or it can be worn on not so much a jacket, because I've made it out of wire. So you would, if you want to make pins for jackets and things, that you really need to sharpen the point, okay. When you finish making it. But this will go through woolies and things like that, no problem whatsoever. But as I say, I wanted something with some movement. I wanted to use all the gemstone. Oh, excuse me. And I wanted to make a brooch pin. So this is inspired. The brooch pin, I have to acknowledge Abby Hook. It's in Abby Hook's book. So if anybody of you out there have got Abby Hook's book on wirework, this brooch pin's in there. And I have used it time and time again. And I have found it singularly the most successful design to make yourself out of the brooch pins that I've tried.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I have got a request, and I'm going to be very specific, and I'm not even going to be blunt about it. I'm going to be better than blunt.
Okay.
You need to make another one,
Right.
exactly the same, for Claire, my director.
Okay.
And I'm not joking. Oh, I'm not joking. She's actually given us the wardrobe, more than one outfit that she can apply this brooch to that she would like.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
So get making. Thank you. The end.
Right, now I will demo the brooch pin. As I say, it's in Abby Hook's book, if any of you out there are lucky enough to have that book. So, 1mm wire, okay, make it any colour you like. Antique bronze is particularly beautiful, and goes with every gemstone. But straighten the wire as much as you can, just by warming it and pulling, and give it, you can give it a little bit of a twist, but I haven't got time to do that here, but take a twist on both ends, and that'll also straighten it. Round nose pliers take into the centre of the wire. Now this is forming the spring, okay, the spring on the brooch pin. So if you want one that's particularly a much sort of bigger brooch pin than the one I've made here, then obviously use the wider end on the pliers. Or if you want a little diddy one, then use the ones on the very beginning of the pliers, the narrower ones. But I'm going at roughly centre. Okay, so just take the wire in those pliers and bring it up, okay, and then cross it. Okay, just simply cross it like that. So now you've got that round on the bottom. Take the pliers out, put them back in so that the round circle is upright on the bottom prong, and repeat that. Okay, so I'll show you what we've got now. So now we've got the brooch pin, that's effectively the spring. That's what's holding those parallel together, okay? Then what we do is just separate them very, very slightly, and then taking your flat nose pliers, go along, as I say, if you want a long one or a shorter one, whatever, just work that out, and then take the flat nose pliers and pop them at that point where you want that length to be, and take them in a right angle curve. Okay, then I've got to remember how I did this now. What you need to do is to take your round nose pliers this time, because we want them to be slightly rounded, okay, and to take that just beyond that sort of crossroads there, okay, and pull back, and then you can use your finger to pop that down. Take the flat nose pliers again and straighten that up. So now you see we've got a crossover, literally a crossover there.
Oh, just hold that up again for us, Linda. That's it, yeah, bro.
Okay, can you see that? There's the spring at the top. We've come down the one side, we've gone across that perpendicular, and then we've gone back across it, and we've left a little loop on the side.
Yeah.
Then just flatten that down a little bit, just to make it those a little bit closer together, because this is going to be the sort of little loop end. Then again, taking your flat nose pliers, you see where this line here, we need to continue that line. So look roughly where that curve is, pop flat nose pliers back in, and then bring that back on itself. So now we've got this shape. Okay, you'll be able to take a lot more time over it than I can on air. Okay, we've got that shape now. Right, and all we need to do then is to trim that off somewhat there, okay, to about 1 centimetre. Take your round nose pliers and just bring that in on a curve, on a little coil, okay? You take that in and bend it back so that that sits into that angle there.
Yeah.
All right? You can be a little bit neater than I am. Then, round nose pliers again, taking that little curve that we've just made, that little parallel curve there, and then bring that back on itself, okay? Let me just straighten this one up. Bring that back on itself there, okay, and bring that over that little curve, okay? And then we've got that shape, okay? So we've got that little delicate, the little curve behind, okay, which you can straighten up. Then we've brought that one that went across both of the parallel lines of the wire. We've brought that back into a little curve. You see where we're going now. And then all we need to do is to bring this over, pop it into there, and trim off. And that's your brooch pin. Okay, it's a little bit crude because I have to do it quickly on air. Oh, no.
I was just going to say, no, Linda.
Yeah, I know, I've got some here, don't worry.
As you went to do it, I was thinking, what's she doing? You thought it was a flat nose plier, didn't you? And you were,
yeah, I did. Yeah, now I've got some here.
She went to flatten, she went to straighten the thing,
point.
and then she just clicked, and she just did with the wire cutters instead of the. Oh.
I did. Stupid one.
I could see you do it. I could almost hear your brain going, I'll just give it a little squeeze.
Anyway, here's one of those.
That's so funny.
We got to exactly the same point. Anyway. So we brought the wire back in underneath the little coil that we've made, the little clip, and trimmed it off. So you've got your brooch pin now. All you have to do now is attach. Obviously, don't attach the charms to the part that is manoeuvrable over and under that, because they're going to slip off, aren't they? So attach the charms using wrap loops along here. Now you can use any charms from the beads that are in, but obviously anything that you've got at home as well. But as I say, I've made them movable. If you don't want that to be movable, when you start making the brooch pin, work out which is going to be this part here, which is the first part that we do, this holding point here for the charms, and thread a stopper bead on, and then thread a charm, then a stopper bead, then a charm, and you'll have them all. It's going to be a bit fiddly to do, but if you don't want them moving along, I've done another brooch at home which I did exactly that. That's putting all the charms and the beads on first, and then really it's going to be a bit fiddly to make the brooch, but it's completely possible. But if you want it movable like I did, that's exactly what I made the brooch pin first, then made all the manoeuvrable charms. But what I did then was I put a static one on each end, one through the spring and one through that little loop that's made up by the catch end, so that we've got a couple of static charms there. But if you see, that is quite pretty because you can actually put that into a woolly. You can hide the mechanics of the brooch pin, and then basically you've got a little waterfall of gemstone falling sort of on a sweater or something, but you can't really see what the mechanics are behind that. But then otherwise you can just wear it straight like that and have them moving around.
Gorgeous. A fabulous look. £29.95 for your boutique collection, which included that fine grade of amethyst. That's £15.95 on its own. Plus on top of that, the pearls, classic as well. Adding with it, you've also got your lavenders, and of course that lavender amethyst, perfect to match with the radiant orchid colour of 2014. We're bringing together 2 lots of the pyrite as well within that, plus the jump rings, and you got it all for £29.95, and great inspiration from the gorgeous Linda there. Plenty more to look forward to for us to be able to bring you today, and nearly bringing you my presenter pick. Very excited about that. Also got the new kit, and now this is a low stock. Oh wow! Oh, wow. Oh, we had a review that came just flashing on there. Look. Oh, look. Oh, I agree. I go. I think FIFO is the name of the person who's just dropped a message in from Georgia. Wow. I agree. The citrine is most certainly wow, this is the golden radiance, the light reaction, the movement. I mean, I'm hardly moving it, and as I move it, the light is just boom. Oh, look at that close up. That's like liquid nectar. That is quite simply the pure qualities of Mother Nature. Every single, right, if you don't get this one now, I do not believe you're going to get it at all. It's a very low stock, and you're going to kick yourself, genuinely kick yourself if you don't get this one, because somebody who does get it will be going, wow, look at what I've made. Didn't I get a great deal on this one? Oh, I wish I'd... Oh, don't miss out on this one. It's like runny honey, and if that wasn't, it has a little bit of a flavour of amber about it. It really oozes quality. Loving it more than I could possibly suggest. When you get this home, you'll understand how the glow, I mean, if you like the look of it on the camera, wait till you get it home. It's even more warm, it's more rich, it's more fresh. This is going to be a big deal, a very, very big deal indeed. This is 100 meters, pardon me, 100 carats. 100 carats. You could do perhaps a multi-cluster ring. I mean, how about that? Forget just a single solitaire. With this kind of gemstone, make the most of it and do a multi-cluster ring. 100 carats is going to go a long way. That's a lot of attention to detail you're going to be able to apply. And I think in fact, I know you are going to absolutely adore the price tag that we have for you on this. Adore it. It's first come, first served, one of the finest gemstones. It has versatility and beauty oozing, and I mean genuinely oozing, glowing, and all yours for just $14.95. It's flying, and it's not going to hang around. It is not going to be around for long. This is a limited edition strand. It is something very unique to work with. The golden radiance of this colour, the warmth that you are receiving from this gemstone, and its versatility, because of course perfect for your autumn and winter. If you got the bicones of the smoky quartz, which was our calendar deal, put it against that citrine and you've got yourself an autumn rich design. Then put it alongside something lighter and fresher, you've got a summer design. This gemstone just works and works and works. Put it perhaps alongside the amethyst that we've got coming up in the next kit. Again, oh, Oh man, that's good. That is so, so good. It's yours for the taking. Everything that you're looking at here can be yours today on a single postage and packing. If you like it and you want it, you've got to be quick to confirm for just £14.95. And I have to say, on this strand, the citrine is stacked. I mean, it's not spaced and you've got, you know, a handful. These are crammed. These are truncated, which means that they're just going to sit and they're matching inside each other. You're getting a lot of gemstones for a very small price. £14.95. The golden warmth, almost like an amber-like richness, and yours like liquid, oozing and glowing. Oh, love it. Oh, I'll have more of that. Yes, please. I say a big yes, please. And I'm just thinking with the chain, put that citrine with the chain, and you are in. Oh, that's gorgeous. It's all coming your way. The chain's come in straight after the break, but I've got time for the Wall of Fame. Time is ticking. Oh, well done, Mike. Bless you. It's going to show you how well the chain goes with that. Oh, doesn't that just look right? Yeah, that is just the way it does. You've got the chain and you've got the citrine. That is flying out. Oh, Alice is in County Durham. Alice, whereabouts in County Durham are you? What part of the lovely county are you from? If it's anywhere near me, I'm sorry, I'm dragging it down. We have got Elizabeth in Lancashire and Mary in Buckinghamshire. I've got Avril joining me in County Down. Great to have your company today. Even more so to know that you're tuning in at the right time. My presenter pick coming your way very soon. But before that, it's time to draw the Wall of Fame. Well, it's time for us to just go through the last Wall of Fame before we then get to draw it as well. So I'll lift it up. Sorry, I'm just going to have to do this like so. But Penny from Essex, hello to you. She says her latest entry to the Wall of Fame. After much fiddling, this was a result of my first attempt to chainmail. I decided to make beads using 3 and 5 mil jump rings and some rubber rings with a picture jasper round in the centre to hold the shape. Well done, Penny. Gorgeous, fabulous look, and keep on going on that chainmail. I think it's often a case just the more you do, the more impressive it becomes. But that's a great way to start. 126 you are.
This is absolutely stunning bangle here. This is 127 and it's from Bernadette in Glasgow. I enclosed a photograph of a wirework bracelet, hopefully good enough for the Wall of Fame and help me make money to buy more goodies. It's certainly good enough for the Wall of Fame. Everything is good enough for the Wall of Fame, Bernadette. Bernadette, it's beautiful. Good luck with the draw.
128 is Maureen in Surrey. Hi, Maureen. She says, my attempt on the wonderful Allison's wire box. This one is about 1 inch square, well, square-ish. I love the fact that was Alison. That was Maureen saying that. I love the fact you can take a piece of wire and turn it into something beautiful or useful. I absolutely love the designer inspirations, and I'm so addicted. Well, Maureen, thank you so much for contributing to our Wall of Fame, and good luck at your 128.
Stunning. This is just beautiful.
Wow, what is that? What gem is
beautiful. It? I don't know, I'll find out in a minute.
Yeah.
I think it might be hematite, I'm not sure. This is 129 and it's...
it is hematite.
Ash, yes. Hi guys, excuse me. Hi guys, this is my Wall of Fame entry and it's a hematite plaited necklace made with 0.4 gauge wire from Jewellery Maker. I made it for my mother-in-law for Christmas. Wow. I'm not very good with wire, so I'm really proud of it. I love the show and especially the designer inspiration. And that's actually Star in Chichester. So it's probably Ash, it's probably the email. So it's Star in Chichester. So that's a lovely.
Definitely a star.
Definitely a star.
Star
That's fantastic,
creator.
absolutely beautiful. That's a necklace. Well, yeah, I'd wear that any day of the week.
And I have Penny in Dudley. She says, I hope you like my bird. I worked really hard on this project and I'm very happy with the outcome. All materials used are from Jewellery Maker, and thank you for all your hard work in bringing us such great projects. Well, you're very welcome, Penny, and well done to you creating Alison's beautiful Doris bird there. Beautiful. And that's Penny, your 130. Well, it's time for the draw, and it's the first time I've used our special new little tomballer machine. I'm inclined to turn, but I'm frightened that if I... Yes, it's closed up. Now, of course, for those of you who watch for the first time, just to let you know that the results are that if you get a runner-up, your £50 gets credited to your Jewellery Maker account, and £100 if you are the winner. Which way do you go in? Do you go in that way, or do you go in that way?
Well, absolutely.
That way, to the
That
key?
way in the key,
That's all right,
yeah.
I'm just checking. I just didn't want to do anything wrong. Go on then.
Good luck.
Very good luck.
There you go, Vicky, you can...
Oh, number 81. Number 81 winning £50 credited to their Jewellery Maker account. It's...
Carol French from Essex.
Carol French from Essex.
Well done, Carol.
Congratulations, Carol.
Congratulations.
You are £50 better off into your Jewellery Maker account, so congratulations to you. I'll do a very quick turn again to make sure. See, I just needed to make that happen because it's just... It looks...
fun.
Yeah. I feel quite sad for the top hat over there.
Top. Let's just free those down.
Okay.
And I think you need to do one more turn now.
Happy?
That's it.
Thank you, adjudicator. Right. I'm closing my eyes. I'm not even looking. So with it being see-through, I don't want to know what I'm looking at. Okay, I'm getting that one. And that one is, oh, close to 81. It's number 76. Number 76. You are £100 better off. Marie in Manchester, congratulations. £100 credited into your Jewellery Maker account. If you want to be part of the Wall of Fame, and you never know, get £50 or £100 credited to your Jewellery Maker account on a Wednesday, well, please do send in your entries, and we're going to tell you how you can do that. But don't forget, straight up after the break, it's time for my presenter pick. You get all the chain and all other findings you could possibly want. Sterling silver findings, plus chain, and all coming up straight after the break. It's probably one of my finest presenter picks, I think, so keep watching.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Well, we have most certainly got what I would classify as a taster of tomorrow's show for you right now. It's trade show tomorrow with myself and Mark. It's going to be a big showcase of big deals and lots of opportunity. But I tell you what, forget tomorrow. Let's bring it forward today and let's do your trade show offer now. And this is big. And I take pride in my presenter pick. You know, Kim has nothing to do with what I select as my presenter pick. This is what I take pride in. It's my time to be able to do something for you. Not based on pricing, that's got nothing to do with me. Price is never to do with me. But what I like the look of is getting a deal. I like the chance of being able to give you more for your money. And my goodness me, this is trade show kind of more for your money. This is a limited edition deal. Now, I'm being very specific about why I'm saying this to you. It's a limited edition deal based on the fact that we can only do a double figure quantity for this deal itself. Outside of that, we cannot honour this price tag. We have been allowed to do this deal for double figure quantity only. Once it's done, it's done. Once it's gone, it's gone. Can I repeat it? No, I can't. So once this deal has been presented to you, please don't hold back. Don't think that this is going to happen again, and just remind yourself it's for a limited quantity of people, and if you're going to be one of them, you need to be doing it sooner rather than later. I will not put my name to something that I don't believe in. I wouldn't call this my presenter pick. I'd just let Kim do it as a great deal. I chose this specifically on the deal that it is. It is such an opportunity, and I think it's an opportunity for something that we all want and all need to really get jewellery that is either the look of the moment or actually just the look of every single day of the year, because this is chain. I mean, who doesn't want to work with a simple chain pendant and neckline piece? Who doesn't want to create a beautiful charm bracelet with chain? Who doesn't want to work with sterling silver findings? I mean, I don't know anybody who would say no to working with precious metals to add kudos to their jewellery. This is what you have got here, and it's in a mega way. You've got 10 meters of each of the chains. This is, of course, your copper and your gold and your silver plated chain. The chain itself, I think we've proven that it is the most popular of our products at the moment to get the best results. The chain that we can bring you is durable, it does the job, it has practicalities, but the most essential is its beauty, its wearability, and that's what you've got. These are very, very, very popular items, and we don't think that we'll be able to do a deal anything like what we're about to do before Christmas. Not even tomorrow on the trade show do we think we'll be able to match this kind of opportunity. Flying out to Lorraine and Isabel Mooring. Congratulations, Mike and Leslie. I've got Linda in Aberdeenshire. Add to your order, of course, one postage and pack and a £2.95. So if you've already bought from us, you might have bought the very first deal, our early bird, you know, a big stack of beading threads. Add some more stacks, but this time add the chain. Add even more texture and dynamic to your jewellery. It is a case of knowing that this is a limited edition quantity that I've got for you. You've got a combination of your 10 meters of chain. Matched alongside it, we're also going to give you sterling silver findings. Now, the findings packs that we're offering you here, you are getting in total over 80 findings in total, and that includes sterling silver heart-shaped chain in both the gold-plated and the silver as well. Now, of course, we are just getting more and more requests for our chain. We're getting more and more requests for the heart-shaped chain, and this is how we answer you. This is our resulting offer. Now, already I've got a fifth of the stock allocated. Actually, so beg your pardon, a quarter of the stock is now allocated. So with that in mind, and you know it's a restricted stock, double figures only that I can offer you on this deal. If you like it and you want it, then you've got to be prepared that you're going to have a little bit of a fight for the finish line on this one. This is how we do it. We are bringing you 20 meters of chain in total. That is your silver and your gold finished copper chain. Then you're getting sterling silver findings over 80, I was about to say over 40, no, over 80 sterling silver findings, of which you are getting your gold plated and your classic silver as well. You're getting likes of your shepherd hooks, you're getting toggle clasps, you're getting beautiful attributes to the gold chain. And I know that a lot of people will just highlight this. The gold heart chain is one of our most popular aspects, and you've got all of this on one price tag. Now, when we start to work out pricing, we can break it down in a variety of different ways. We could break it down and say, well, you're going to get the findings for this price and the chain for this price, or you could buy this one for this price and you could buy that for this price. We can break it down into lots of ways to show you what a great deal it is. But actually, to be honest, I don't need to do that with this bundle. I don't need to break it down, say you're buying this and then you're getting this for this price, because to be honest, when you see the price, you will instinctively know that there is a deal being had, and it is a limited edition deal. First come, first served, essentials, sterling silver, and a must-have price offer. It's my presenter pick. The price you should be paying is over £50. That's £53 you should be paying on this bundle. £53. Forget your 50s. Forget your 40s, and tonight and today we can just in fact now, forget tonight, forget today, think now. This is the only time I can honour this price tag. Your price offer should be over £53, and the deal that it is, £36 flat. Straight as low as we can go. That's a lot of opportunity. We've worked that out at being £9 for each. Now let's just put it into perspective that your findings pack, £14.95 for your gold plated finding packs. £14.95 for just that gold plated finding pack, and I'm giving you that for £9. I'm giving you the chain for £9 each, and £9 for the sterling silver findings. Over 40 of those sterling silver findings you're getting, all yours, £9 each. £36 in total, and it should be over £53. It's a huge saving. It's such a lot of money to put back into your pocket, and of course we all deserve to have that extra spare cash, because there's plenty more deals to be had, plenty more offers to be had, including our brand new, well, we've seen it but we haven't had the chance to own it yet, in our last kit of the day. So if you're making these kind of savings, you've got money now in your pocket to treat yourself to something further. Massive congratulations. Got lots of people reacting to this one, loving the deal that it is. As I say, I'm a bit of a stickler that if I'm going to put my name to being a presenter pick, it's all about what I see. It's all about what I see for potential for you. And if you see something that you like on this, then you're only going to see it for now. It is a last of stock kind of a deal, because it started with double figures. It's not going to hang around. Well over half the quantity is already allocated, and plenty more being allocated as we speak. A free phone number is what you're dialing, 0800 644 655, or you could join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Elizabeth's there, congratulations, in the West Midlands. I have got Alfred joining me in Manchester, and Angela's there in Essex, Christina's in Norfolk, David's there in Nottinghamshire, Barbara's in Hertfordshire. Those of you who haven't yet dialed, for those of you who haven't yet confirmed on the web, quantity is still available, but it's first come, first served, as we have already realised. So if you see it and you like it, then go, 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 is all I can say to this sterling silver and chain deal. That chain is so fabulous. It feels strong, it feels durable, practical as well, you know. It's important that you get jewellery that's wearable. You know, I love looking at masterpieces, sculptures of jewellery, and you know, you walk past these fashion shops and there are these massive, spiky, elaborate pieces of jewellery, and I go, beautiful, aesthetically beautiful. But could I wear it? No. Could I even try and wear it? No, it's not my bag. I couldn't physically do it, so why would I buy it? I wouldn't. And that's what you want. When you've got chain like this, it makes your jewellery practical as well as beautiful. You've got that deal for £36. Congratulations if you enjoyed that one and you got it. Right then, we have got for you another deal and a half. Oh, now it's another one of our 11, 12, 13 offers, of course celebrating the fact that it's the 11th of the 12th 2013 today. We even topped ourselves this morning by at 9:10 doing a deal on the 11, 12, 13, so it was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I know, we're good. Well, when I say we, Kim, was nothing to do with me. We have for you, wow. Well, if this is going anywhere near the 11, 12, 13 price tag, you are getting a deal. Wow. This is going to go a long way. And any of those prices behind me, that doesn't make sense. You've got sterling silver, rose gold and yellow gold finish. And you've also got your silver flash in these amazing connectors. Wow. How amazing. I love that finish. You see how they're brushed, so the light just catches in such a different way. Very, very special detail. Very special detail. And as you can see there, we've already got one impact design just from this. I'll add in the other shape as well, so that you can see the two shapes. Now this is your silver plated, and I've already got people stacking on the phone lines for this deal. Another great add it to your order offer, another great treat. And we know it's either going to be 11, 12 or 13 pounds. For me, when I say sterling silver and essential connectors that are really going to add impact, I shouldn't be saying any of those prices. I shouldn't be saying 11, 12 or 13 pounds, but that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to honour. I've got a really tickly nose, so if I sneeze, I'm sorry. We have got gold plated sterling silver heart toggles as well on this deal. So you're not just getting one lot of luck, you're getting them all for one price tag. Is it going to be 11, 12 or 13? Well, I tell you what, if it's any of those prices, it's an unmissable deal. I reckon this should be closer to £20. You've got your heart-shaped toggles in sterling silver, both in the gold-plated and the rose gold-plated. And to top it off as well, you have got your silver flash finish, copper hexagons and flowers. In total, you are getting here a lot of detail and a lot of findings. You're getting 10 of the hexagons, 10 of the flowers, and 2 lots of your double toggle clasps. So you're going to get 2 of your rose gold and 2 of your yellow gold sterling silver. And of course, the nice thing about these toggle clasps is that you can use them as they are traditionally designed for, but of course you've got so many different other permutations. I mean, a pair of earrings for your hearts, maybe that's a nice little pair of earrings. That's it. Sorry guys. There you go. Your heart-shaped drop pair of earrings in sterling silver, and then use the bars for a nice pair of cufflinks. You can do whatever you want with your jewellery. The choice is yours. There is no right and there is definitely no wrong. This is a lot of ingredients where you can really, really get something strong. 11, 12 or 13. We're celebrating the 11th of the 12th, 2013 by giving you some very special deals, and I don't think that this bundle should be any of those prices. Yours for the taking though today, the clasp collection, £13. It just shouldn't be there, just should not be there. £13 is all you pay, and we can't honour this any other time than inside this bundle. You know, if I offered you to buy these as separate entities, you wouldn't be paying £13. Of that I can categorically guarantee. If you want to join us and get a deal like this one, you get it in this moment, you get it in this instance. £13 only. £13 only. And as you can see here, if I just show you, these connectors don't just work as a standard connector with a little eye. Actually what they have is, some have got an opening, some have got a closed but an actual indented, and they just link inside each other, so they do actually connect like so. So you do get to be able to create this beautiful network of design. You see that there? See how they sit inside each other? Very, very clever design, and then really well considered, very well thought out design indeed. Yours for the taking. Congratulations if you would like to join us. An amazing treat. Hexagons like this. Apparently we've got a little message. We've got a message. There's a message coming in. Oh, Loads of questions, lots of people texting in. Ask the questions all away. Is it morning? Question for Linda, if I may. The necklace that Vicki is wearing, what is the length of the chain you use between each gem? And that's from Esther. Esther, what's
I think it's 21 links.
20 long links?
Yeah, I think it's 21 links, yeah. That's the beauty of using chain, you can count your links.
16, 18, 19.
Is it?
No. I'll count it again. 2, 4, 6, 8,
You
10,
could have said yes.
12, 14, 16, 18. 18.
18, okay then. Well, that's it, it's
Sorry.
fine. Yeah. But obviously when you use it, when you're making a long necklace like that, the thing to do is to measure the chain first around
Get
the
it
neck,
all the right length.
and then measure your sort of gemstone that you're putting in and take out those, for what links of chain work for the gemstone, say it's 5 links on that particular one or something like that.
Yeah.
Take those out and then do an equal length of chain.
Divide.
If you want, unless you want it asymmetric, in which case just bob it anywhere.
Fair dues. Bob it in anywhere. £13. I didn't think that was going to be said today, did I? Bob it in anywhere. £13 is all you pay. Your links and your connectors, plus your sterling silver heart-shaped toggle clasps. You're getting 4 in total, 2 in the gold, 2 in the rose gold, and it's all yours for the taking. Congratulations to you. Right, I have to say that combination there, that's pretty amazing. If I just did that, now that's got to be a jewellery maker. Just that's a Christmas gift in the making, isn't it? That is a Jewellery Maker Christmas gift with connectors, toggle clasps, chain, and sterling silver findings. That's for anybody who's wanting to get started or treat somebody who's already on the journey to jewellery making. That is it. That is a gift and a half to get them going. Brilliant, brilliant combination. Fabulous, fabulous. Right then, straight on, what should we do? Where should we go? Should we do some Labradorite? Because I'm thinking, if we've got something like these connectors. Oh, my nail's got stuck. My nail got stuck in the connector. If I hold it like so, what about these connectors working alongside your Labradorite? And you can see how nicely it's going to link in, isn't it? It's just going to add another texture. So you've got this really nice shimmering silver, and then you've got this much more richer, darker, but not too dark. It's not the, you know, a real midnight colour. You've got here the cashmere tones of your Labradorite. The luxury of this Labradorescence is second to none. I would like you to try and find anywhere else that could compete to the quality of the Labradorescence that this strand is offering you. I don't believe that there's another place that can deliver this grade of stone for the pricing that we can. I mean, I look around, I'm always trying to research and trying to understand our competitors, because I always think that it's nice to know what's going on elsewhere, but I promise you, I don't think there is another place that can quite deliver the grade and the quality and the luxury of our gemstones for the price we're about to do them for. And if you see something like this elsewhere, I would like you to check 2 things. First of all, is it actual genuine Labradorite? And second of all, is it this grade of Labradorite? You know, are you getting this quality? If it is genuine, I doubt very much there'll be many places that could get this grade, because even we struggle to get hold of this grade of Labradorite and put it to this price tag. 10mm faceted rounds. I mean, everybody loves a classic size and everybody loves a classic round to work with, and in this strand you've got so much potential, so much dynamic to be able to create. 230 carats of Labradorite you've got here, faceted rounds in your 10mm, and 1 price tag only to pay. Just 1 price tag, and that price, oh, is it one of our No. Oh, I didn't know that was going to happen. Flat price there, £12, celebrating our 11th, 12th, 13th. We're doing it all here. Yes, it's the 11th of the 12th, 2013, and we're celebrating by giving you flat pricing on many of our big features. Now, I didn't know whether this was going to be one of those. Oh, no, 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 no. Not for the qualities and the luxuries, and certainly, you know, the enviable versatility of a strand like this. When you work with it, you're really adding that added bonus, that added desirability. And it'll be very interesting to find out at the back end of this month. We're doing our awards of 2013, and it'll be very, very interesting to find out what is our gemstone of the year, because last year, or this year should I say, it was of course Labradorite. What's it going to be this year? I don't know the answer. I haven't even checked. I have had an email and I don't know the answer because I haven't checked my email because I haven't had a chance, but I have been told all of the results, because obviously that's with my show, and then myself and Kim have got to work through it and see what we can do to make sure that you get everything that you voted for. It's 31st of December, so that's New Year's Eve on the morning show. It's not that long away. I know, it's scary really, isn't it? 2 weeks today for Christmas, is it? Oh, that smarts a bit. Does it really? Oh, goodness me, how does that happen? Okay, I'm not even thinking about that. I just keep on going, oh my goodness me, how much wrapping have I got to do? Let alone shopping, I've got wrapping to do. So anyway, I digress. 31st of December, that's Christmas, no, that's New Year's Eve, I beg your pardon, New Year's Eve. We will be announcing our awards in our very prestigious awards ceremony. Oh yes. I may well talk like this. I've even got a posh frock. Oh, new posh frock for the event and everything. I'm going all glamorous on myself. £12 is all you pay. A Labradorite, a brand new strand of Labradorite for your faceted rounds. Flat price, £12. Now, I know there's a lot of people waiting in anticipation for this next kit, because we showed you at the very beginning of the show. It's another limited edition kit. I will just highlight that before we go into it. And I love the name of it because the name totally encompasses everything that you're seeing here. Pure luxury. And when you think about luxury, you think indulgence. And that's exactly what we're about to do. Indulge you with everything you want and more. Now, what I would like it to say is pure luxury, brackets, for less. Luxury for less is certainly what we can guarantee you on this kit. You've got some exquisite quality gemstones. We've really delighted in this kit coming together, because you've got your faceted drops on these exquisite amethyst. And I think if you've got the amethyst and the last boutique collection with Linda, then to match alongside, I don't think there's a finer set of colours that you could find working together. You have here the drops. I'd actually call them almost briolette-like drops. Briolette being a pear shape, but these are a little bit more rounded. As you can see there, if I profile them, they look like a brilliant round cut diamond, and they really do have this potential to have a single solitaire setting applied to them. So, you know, prong set, you may have seen the prong setting of these types of gemstones, and if I just drop it onto my hand like so, there you go. And I think I'm right in saying, I can't think, I'm trying to work through what day it was I saw, yeah, I think it was Janet on Sunday. I'm sure it was Sunday because we just got in and I turned on. It was Janet and Eleanor, that's right. It was Janet and Eleanor, so it must have been Sunday. And she did a beautiful setting, and I mean, this would be perfect for that setting. So if you like the idea of that, then you need to get this in. I mean, I'm just showing you one, but of course you know you're getting a full, and again, stacked strand. I'm sure we could get away with putting half of that quantity on and still think it was a great deal, but we like to fill our strands. We like to make sure we give you lots for your money, and the same can be said about your aquamarine. I mean, again, what do you look for from aquamarine? The answer is here. The answer is most definitely in this strand. The softness of the blues, the lightness of the almost, it reminds me of like a Pyrite tourmaline. you know, it does give me that that tropical turquoise, that neon quality that you'd associate to something like Pyrite tourmaline, and a highly regarded gemstone, second to none really. Let's now talk about your rose quartz, and of course we've done some lovely rose quartz today, from the carved leaves to those breathtaking, significant wheels. And now I'm bringing you all three amethyst, aquamarine and rose quartz in one kit. And every part of this oozes luxury, every part of this, and we've just taken the time to really indulge in that luxury, had that close-up just to get that sense of how much of a centerpiece each one of these strands can be, and the potential there. Beading thread, monofilament and elastic will come as part of this kit, as will your sterling silver findings. So you're going to get your heart-shaped chain, as we've already established with my presenter pick, heart-shaped chain, and over 40 pieces of sterling silver findings, including things like your shepherd hooks, your toggle clasps and your bought ring clasps, and that's all together in one findings pack. So all of this for one price tag. The question has got to be, what price is it? From your 3 strands of featured gemstones to your sterling silver, you know that you should be paying quite a considered price for this kit. I'm sure that's pretty obvious. Well, I did say to you I loved the name of this kit. At the very beginning I said I love the name of Pure Luxury, but I think it should say luxury for less in brackets. Now just the aquamarine alone and the sterling silver together, now that combination together is £27.90 if you went on our website right now. £27.90 would be the price you'd be paying on that combination. But today, all of this luxury for less. You're getting the full kit for what price tag? $29.95. Now I did say to you that if you bought the aquamarine and you bought the sterling silver findings, you'd be paying £27.90. That therefore means for £2.05 you're getting everything else. That includes the rose quartz, the amethyst, that would be crazy, and the threads for £29.95. You know you've got a deal. You have got a very big treat, a big opportunity to get luxury for less. Pure, unadulterated, indulgent luxury for less. £29.95 is all you pay. Your drops of your aquamarine and your sterling silver alone, that's £27.90. So for that subsequent £2.05, I'm offering you feature qualities of amethyst and rose quartz and the beading thread. And it's unthinkable, it's unheard of. It's not the kind of deal that I'd be able to offer you on a day-to-day basis. I would think that we'd probably be out of business if we did these kind of deals on a day-to-day basis. Under £30 is all you pay. And Linda, when you start to consider this combination, and they are all drops, so in some ways that's going to inspire you to create certain types of jewellery. And I know we talked about cascading jewellery in particular. Where else did you go? I mean, what was your considerations?
I think the cascade was the first thing, which was the first necklace I did. Then top drill gemstones of sort of teardroppy type shapes, whether they're little fat squidgy ones or whether they're elongated, always make me think of putting them together as flowers. So I did that. I did ask permission. All I've added to the kit was some extra chain, 2 or 3 extra jump rings and some wire. Just give me sort of a little bit more scope on air to use the kit, because obviously at home you're going to have all these extra things that you can use as well. So I did ask permission for that, and Kim said, yeah, go for it. But all the components in the kit work really well with the delicate gemstone. And all being top drilled, so you're going to make a certain type of jewellery with it. It's very, very pretty.
And I think the thing is that, I mean, obviously you're working with something like the amethyst. I mean, just that amethyst alone, it's going to offer you so much scope to create jewellery, whether it's drops, cascades, whether it's going to solitaires, charm bracelets. I mean, you could just keep on going, couldn't you? You could reel off literally different designs, different looks, different opportunities, whether it's simple, whether it's going to be charm bracelets, or whether it's going to be something very sophisticated like a single solitaire pendant. Whatever it is, that's one strand, and that one strand, I can't even go there on the price tag of it because it's ludicrous. If I gave you the threads for 5 pence and I did the rose quartz for £1, the amethyst would be £1 if you wanted to work it that way. I mean, a strand of amethyst like this for £1, it's not actually physically possible for us to do. The accessing and the sourcing of a gemstone like this, of this grade and of this quality of craftsmanship, because we faceted the gems to such high degree, there's no way we could do this for £1. No way. I mean, I would like you to try and go to the high street in the next couple of weeks, and I'm sure over the next few weeks you probably do have the chance to do that, because you know, we all have to pop out every so often to go and do some Christmas shopping. And if you walk past your local jeweller's shop, and I'm not asking you to go out of your way, you'll walk past your local jeweller's shop, you will see an amethyst ring, because there's amethyst on most of your high street shops. That solitaire amethyst ring, like this, sitting in a nice, maybe just a nice Tiffany set, 4-prong setting, sterling silver, what is it going to set you back? How much money would you need to find to create one look like that? I don't believe you would be short of handing over a triple figure sum for a look like that elsewhere.
I think you can claw set those as well, like, you know, with the gem
Oh,
settings.
prong set, easily.
Definitely.
Easily. And for £29.95, that's just one ring out of all of that. I mean, that's the thing, and I'm giving you that for £1. That strand's £1 if you start to break it down as we have, where we've said the aquamarine and the sterling silver findings, that's £27.90. The rest of it is just £2.05, and I mean, you know as well as I do, we would not be able to, we just could not do that for £1. £29.95 is all you pay. Huge congratulations, a fabulous opportunity, really elegant jewellery potential. And I think if you have just got the chain as well, that we did earlier on in my presenter pick, if you got the chain, I think really that the two are going to work hand in hand absolutely spectacularly well. And Linda, you've used the chain to great effect to make the gemstone stand out. You can do that with the chain that I did in the presenter pick, so really make the difference. Now, we've got a little bit of a treat here, and I have had my eye on these all day, all morning, and I've now eventually got to the point in bringing you these. These are exquisite, truly exquisite. And when we start to go through the regard of beauty for a gemstone like this, we have to go to royalty, because when you start to look at a gem like this, and in particular the beauty of it, gems like this you could see and established in royal regalia the world over. And in fact, if you went into the times of Mesopotamia, you're looking at this gemstone sat in 2500 BC in the cloak of Queen Puabi, and it was found in her royal tomb in Mesopotamian times, and it was made up, this whole gemstone cloak was made up of 2 gems, faceted beads of carnelian and agate. It's a gemstone of royalty. Now, if you said to most people, what is a gemstone of royalty, they say sapphire, diamonds, rubies. Actually, forget that. Go back in history. This is a gemstone of royalty. This is a gemstone that sat, quite simply, regarding as some of the finest gemstones of choice. And you can understand why when you see these peach tones, when you see these exquisite blossom qualities. You've got the citrus oranges, you've got some lovely burning cinnamon stick tones as well. You've got some cream and milkiness that just adds that subtlety and haziness to the gemstones. And then this light reaction, faceted stones like this, just the tiniest of movement, they just glisten, they shimmer with quality. Absolute exquisite stone, a stone of royalty. And as I say, For many people and for many gemologists, if you said what is the gemstone of royalty, they probably would choose a much more traditional stone like sapphire. But forget that. Forget that. Go to 2500 BC, and this is the gemstone that would be regarded as the stone of choice for royalty. And that's what makes it exciting for you to work with, because you have got that indulgence of understanding the historical revere to then maximise on that right now. And you can maximise in a big way. 590 carats of peach agate is what you're about to own. It's not a small strand, so definitely got that regalia to it, got that indulgence. 16mm size faceted rounds, and one price tag only. And the price you should be paying is $6.95. I reckon this is no. Christmas sale deal, £5.95. I've not seen anything like this in our vault. I've not seen us bring you a deal like this before. £5.95 is all you pay. It's a go, go, go. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com, but don't hold back. Do not hang up on this one. You've got to be patient, but you're going to get some of the most extraordinary qualities. This is the way we do it. I mean, we do the quality and luxury of some of our most regarded gemstones. And again, just history has a way of always evolving and always coming back on itself. You know, if you start to look about what happened in Egyptian times, look at the colours that were so very much pertinent to Egypt. They are right in the heart of what is available to you these days in the fashion high street. That's because the eras of fashion are always going to keep evolving and keep on coming back on themselves. So if you're going to work with something that has that real historical revere, that sense of regality that's outside of the classics of your sapphires and your rubies, work with something like this. Agate has a real prestige to it. It's just that I think a lot of people don't appreciate that when they first identify it, and actually I think that is underestimating the wonder of Mother Nature in all her qualities like this. £5.95 for a whopping 16mm rounds of your peach agate. Hold those lines for me. Don't hang up. Hanging up, you'll lose out. Phone in your hand. We'll process your call as fast as we can. It is busy on those lines, and rightly so on a deal like that. It has to be busy. 11, 12, 13 deal coming your way now. Really? Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, if I'm doing 11, 12, 13 on 3 strands of a one source location gemstone, you know that we mean business. You know that we are giving you something special. 11, 12, 13. 11, 12, 13. We're celebrating the 11th of the 12th, 2013. We are giving you the chance to get a big opportunity for either £11, £12 or £13. Any of those prices for a 3-strand offer of Bouquet. Bouquet, one source location, one of the most exquisite cinnamon tones, some of the most breathtaking russets and mustards. And I mean, if I just bring in my early bird, you know as well as I do that they are made to work together. Those autumn tones, those rich, intense colours, you've got something special there, dramatic. You've got oranges and golds, greens matching alongside there. I mean, that stack of colour that we did earlier on today, you could just absolutely optimise by working with the likes of Bouquet. One strand of the frosted Bouquet that you're getting in the rounds, matched with then your polished finish in your smaller rounds and your coins as well. This is a 3-strand mega deal. Which price tag is it going to be? Is it 11, 12 or 13? Whichever way it is, it's going to be good. How low can we go? £4 a strand. That's it. £4 a strand for Bouquet. Who else and where else could offer you another deal like that one? Bouquet, sourced, of course, as I say, in one place in the world. It's not like you can go to, what, 15, 20. Do you know that there's over 30 mines of diamonds in the world? 30 diamond mines. And we all think that diamonds are rare and diamonds are scarce and diamonds are this and diamonds are that. Do you know what they are? Diamonds are beautiful. They're a fantastic addition to jewellery. But you know what? This gemstone comes from one place in the world. Forget your 30 diamond mines. Come to a place where you've got only one location. That's scarcity. That's dynamic. That's an opportunity for £4 a strand. Now that's when you know you've tuned into the right place at the right time. Because who else can offer this kind of deal? Who else can give you this luxury? I really like the finish of the frosted texture. It doesn't just look matte, but it actually feels rather matte, which just adds that little orbital-like quality, like little mini planets. Mini planets. £4 a strand. Yours for the taking. Huge congratulations on that. It's one of our 11, 12, 13 deals. Okay, now, let's do a quick recap. Let's just go quickly back on a deal that I did for you not so long ago. But I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who are just tuning in right now. We have our presenter-inspired showcase. My goodness me, that would be an interesting show, wouldn't it? We have our guest designer-inspired showcase starting at 1 o'clock today with the lovely Sarah Green. And Ruth. Yes, Ruth's going to join us. Not Ruth Lynette, but another lovely Ruth is going to join us from 1 o'clock today, the lovely Ruth Lane. It'll be a pleasure to have her company here at Jewellery Maker. Make sure you look after her. And then we have from 5 o'clock our Miss It Miss Out Fast and Furious show, and Kim is in the hot seat tonight from 5 o'clock. So you know what that means. Scary prices. Scary prices. Right, let's have a look. Less than half the stock left on my presenter pick for today, and I told you I don't have a lot to go around. It is a deal that I appreciate. A lot of people will instantly acknowledges value for money, but for those of you who need to break it down and understand that the price points, well, let's just go through this. You have got here, even just if you want to go for the gold-plated findings, the gold-plated findings, over 40 of those. Now, those are £14.95 on their own right. Just on their own, they're £14.95. If we then add in another pack of your sterling silver findings, since they're the pure silver findings, we're already close to £30. So you can see where I'm moving on this already. We're already, with just the findings pack, we're pretty much quids in if we're getting the chain in anywhere near that spectrum of £30+ Well, we are making a massive saving on this deal, which is why I've chosen it for my presenter pick today. 10 meters of each of the chain, gold plated, and the classic silver plated in your copper chain. Durable. We've seen how nicely you can work with gemstones, as is Linda's design in this neckline piece for the kit that we offered at the end of this of the show, with the amethyst and with the rose quartz. You have all that potential with the chain that Linda's worked with to create your own look with this offer. 10 meters of each, plus 40 pieces of findings in sterling silver, some gold plated, some of the classic silver, for one price tag. And what a price deal it is. Should be paying over £53. Should be paying over £53. The price you're actually paying, £36. £36 is all you pay. It is your striking opportunity. I'm just delighted to give you a deal like this one, which is why I'm happy to put my name to it. £36 for 20 meters of chain, plus on top of that you've got your sterling silver findings, gold plated, that 40 pack including the heart-shaped chain. That in its own right should be £14.95. And I mean, the luxury of that heart-shaped chain, everybody loves our sterling silver chain, and rightly so, rightly so. And of course, as I say, you're getting that in the silver chain as well. Let me just hold that out so I know I've showed you both. exquisite, absolutely exquisite potential for your jewellery. I'm going to stick with the gold at the moment. I'm going to stick with this gold because I think that you, there's a lot of people who have an eye for getting the best out of your jewellery, and I just want to show this again because for me, I just go, oh, I mean, that's luxury. You've got the luxury of the gold, but then putting that gold alongside the golden radiance, like nectar. It's the only way I can describe it. In some ways, the citrine does look like amber because of its warmth and its purity. That combination is just right, isn't it? That is just right. It's just an incredible opportunity that we're offering you here. If you've got the chain, then you need to get the citrine. If you're going to get the citrine, you need to get the chain. The two are born to be complementing one another. And of course, with this offer, we're bringing you a real treat and a half. Your citrine that you have here is your graduated irregular drops. They're ranging 6 to 8 millimeter in this 18 centimeter strand. Mass amount of gems on such a strand. I mean, we've really stacked them on. I mean, we could have probably, again, we could have got away with maybe having half of that quantity on the strand, but instead we just went out and out. We bit the bullet, and by goodness me, look at the result. It's good. In fact, it's very, very good. A lot of featured gemstones to be had in one strand. The golden radiance, the warmth of this strand is what makes me so excited at the price we can do it for. Last of stock now, very limited availability, but all yours for just £14.95, less than £15, and in some ways £14.95. Because you're getting so many of these featured gemstones, it is an enviable price tag. I would love to think of that you're making 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces of jewellery from just one strand, because that's how many gemstones you're getting. If you're clever with your gemstones, I mean, even working with just simple drop clusters, a nice cluster ring I suggested earlier on, why not? Use lots of gemstones, but they're going to go a long way, and you're getting a lot of gemstones on this. £14.95 is all you pay. It's an 18 centimetre strand, but in many ways, because they're double stacked, it's not just an 18 centimetre strand at all, because if these are singularly strapped, it would actually be a 36 centimetre strand, wouldn't it? Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I just had an idea when you brought the chain in with it as well. There's a big trend now to lay X amount of strands of chain parallel to one another, right? And stitch them together.
Yes,
so if you find a very fine thread, same colour as the chain, you can actually lay them parallel, stitch them all together, so that you've probably got about 1 centimetre of chain then stitched together.
Wow.
And then you drop those on the last one, so you've got a thickness, a very fine chain, which looks amazing because it's very fine, but it's thick because you put them all together flat, stitched together, and then
that would be
drop
amazing.
of those. You don't have to go all the way around the neckline. You graduate them and just come down sort of a third at the bottom, and that would be. I want to make that now, but that would be amazing. But that's a big trend now: is stitching chain together.
Well, I think that's because multi-chain jewellery is so
if
exciting.
You stitch it, you can actually make it solid.
Yeah, like almost like a bit. Make it
like a gate bracelet look.
That's it. I was just about to say, exactly. £14.95 is all you pay. If you want to join us, it's a go, go, go. There's no hesitation. The warmth, the richness, the golden hues. I just want to call it liquid gold in those colours. Exquisite strand. I can't say how nice that is. When you get it home, you'll understand. And of course, you've got a money back guarantee. You have got a money back guarantee all the way through to the 31st of January. See for yourself the quality. If it's not right, send it back. Your money goes back into your account with a no questions asked, no quibble money back guarantee. Do I think you need it? Not on you, Nelly. Nowhere. Now then, just to highlight another feature offer for today, for those of you just tuning in for our, we're about to obviously hand over to our guest designer inspired show. We will, we did a bit of a special treat on some of the finest and most versatile Labradorite that we've ever had, and this is your... You see, the thing is, Linda, we've done slabs, we've done drops, we've done every kind of shape under the sun. But actually, what we keep on going back to in terms of people's requests is the classic round. Yeah, because it is the most useful cut of all gemstone, without a shadow of a doubt, and it's the least
off-putting, if you see what I mean, to a newbie. Right, you give them a round, that's what they expect, and and it can be made into so many different shapes as well. I mean, you can make diamond shapes with it, you can make rounds again, you know, the beaded beads and that. So it's the least off-putting shape for a newbie, but you know, with lab like that, that's faceted as well. I mean, next to the citrine,
Oh gosh.
that is a marriage made in heaven.
Oh, let's have a look.
That to me is beautiful. I mean, I love putting it with blue, but I love putting it with that real gold amber. That to me is stunning.
So it's interesting because I thought you were going to say put it against the blue, which is like your classic.
Yeah, I think that's because of the shiller that you get off of the lab. But I think if you put another gemstone to lab, the lab will complement it every time.
Yeah, I think you're right. And in some ways, part of me wants to put it and just match it alongside the carved, the cloudy quartz as well. For those of you who got the carved cloudy quartz, what about that? That would go glorious. It's a very versatile gemstone, Labradorite, isn't it? Very, very versatile. Yours for the taking today, a striking opportunity. Part of our big deals of the day, £12 is all you pay. An exquisite, versatile, essential really to jewellery making, and a real treat and a half. Congratulations if you got that one. And of course you could join us on either our free phone number on 0800 644 655, or you can join us on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. We don't mind how you do it, we just don't want you to miss out on it. Now of course we set Linda a challenge, which was alongside our feature gemstones in this amazing kit called Pure Luxury, and well, give something called Pure Luxury to Linda and you know that's what you're going to get in terms of resulting jewellery. And you have gone very luxurious.
Yes, yeah, because the gemstones are, aren't they? So, you know, that's the way it leads you, and there's no doubt about it that the gemstone does inspire designs.
That's so pretty. I love that combination of just those individual
they work
petals.
Really beautifully together, don't they, though? That's a stylised flower, that's a real contemporary pendant that is made from a real classic gemstone.
Just glorious, just glorious. $29.95 is all you pay for this Pure Luxury jewellery kit. You're getting your aquamarine. I mean, you look at those beautiful charms in the amethyst. Amethyst is just spectacular.
It's beautiful, isn't it? That drop is so complimentary, isn't it, of an amethyst?
Oh, I love it.
Perfect.
And then, of course, your rose quartz as well. It's just an exquisite kit for $29.95. You do get the sterling silver as well. You get all of that sterling silver to match it. So, you know, I know that you're going to get some exquisite rewarding jewellery. This is just a handful of pieces that Linda made, and I know you're going to get so much more as well. So if you do want to share with us, don't forget we've got the Wall of Fame. We love to see what you've been up to and share with us all of your successes. Now then, talking about sharing, we have got something very big taking place tomorrow morning. Myself and Mark will be with you from 9 o'clock with our trade show, and we've got some big deals, we've got some huge, as you would expect, but we also have a brand new launch. Now, we have had for the past 3.5 years people requesting one thing, and we've not been able to do it until now. We have not done you a male or gents jewellery DVD until tomorrow, when we launch our first gents DVD. So make sure you tune in from 9 o'clock. Myself and Mark, trade show, big deals, big opportunities, plenty more to look forward to today though, because miss out at 5 o'clock. But now it's time for your guest designer and the gorgeous, gorgeous Sarah. Don't go anywhere.
We all know that you need the right tools for the job. So here at Jewellery Maker, we have developed our very own tool set just for you. In this larger set, we have provided more tools to help you develop your jewellery making skills even further. The kit includes wire cutters, a bead reamer with replacement tips, an awl, tweezers with a scoop, a sliding gauge, a snip, and all the essential pliers you will need. All of this is yours for just $15.95, neatly presented in a